All right. Let me know if you can see the screen.
Stream is on. I get a nice ad. Thank you.
Well, I mean on your screen, on Discord.
On Discord, you're not playing anything, right? I see it's being shared, but can you
Okay,
play
yeah,
something?
yeah, it's not playing yet. All right. And just give me 2 seconds. Sorry.
Uno, dos. That teleport at the bottom of the screen, I think it's moving smoothly, so I think it's a lot better. No, wait, it's Zempo now. Oh, you got several patterns. At the bottom of the screen. You got several patterns at the bottom of the screen where he teleports or where he Zempos.
For different screens actually, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now he's doing Zempo. It's annoying as hell. I like it.
Well, that's Zempo, right? So.
Yeah. I'm getting hit every time.
All right, so let's see if this works. All right, can you see?
Uh, can we move to the gameplay? The actual gameplay.
I think it should be more consistent, right?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
All
Okay.
right.
I think the stream is pretty smooth. I think.
All right.
Oh yeah, stream is pretty good. I think.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
people that are watching, can you comment on the stream? I think, if you can.
Yeah.
There's lag, of course there's lag, but
Mm-hmm. All right.
yeah, I think
So.
it's good. Alright. Oh yeah, it's much better. It's good. It's
All
really
right.
good.
So. Yeah, I mean, this is basically just my first match. They tend to be, um, pretty quick, depending on the player.
Yeah.
Obviously because of seeding. But me personally, I've never really played Senno before. But this
Where's he
tend.
from?
I'm not sure, honestly. This is the first time I've ever heard of him or played him. Um,
That was their signature walk up launcher.
yeah,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
was pretty much like a Yang round, right? I mean, it's.
Yeah, it was a Yang game. More like the first round was the Yang round. Second round was a Yang round. But do you focus on like when you once get one hit, do you try to get two more consecutive hits so you can see the stun, or do you play more calm or more conservative until you get your meter? How do you play against an Akuma? Because he has a shorter stun bar, right?
Yeah, with Akuma, I don't really focus on his life. I always tend to focus on his stun bar, so it's like that's basically his life bar to me, you know?
Okay.
Because realistically, once you get him stunned, he's either going to die or he's close to death, you know?
Okay, well, if you get a stun in this game, you're almost dead.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Most likely.
much.
Yeah,
For the
unless
most
it's
part.
Tenjin. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least with Akuma, it's like you know for sure that he's going to die if he's stunned
Yeah, if you
at
get a
least
stun.
once.
Yeah. Okay.
So for me with Akuma, I tend to focus on the stun bar. So that's why I tend to tell every Yang player if you're playing against Akuma, and this is kind of it lends itself to why I think the matchup is really bad for Akuma because of the fact that if you punish everything, if you look for the punishes to everything rather than like trying to hit him, you know,
Mhm.
if you look for those mistakes, you'll end up stunning him regardless, because it's like one or two, not one or two, that's an exaggeration, but I wish,
Mhm.
but about two EXs and he's stunned pretty much. Um,
Yeah, 2.1, 2.2, somewhere around there, right?
yeah, something like that. So, with that, I always tell people, look for the punishes and don't jump at him because you put yourself at more of a risk. Um, because he tends to control the air game a little bit more, with jump
Okay.
tattoos. So that's just
Well,
that was my that's always my basic game plan against Akumas.
yeah, but the thing is that you have to understand that not many people can play like you just did, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So like if you go back around and then if you look at the ender, where you end you with your signature walk up middle kick. So after this, stop right there. stop right there. Low jab and then walk up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did. So low jab. What people would generally see is that, oh, if I land a low forward EX slashes, I win the round, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, oh, if I get a Zempo, I win the round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people want to go that way because it's straightforward and it's easier. And then some people might want to go for like a leap attack into standing short into EX slashes or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then what you do is you walk up and then you do middle kick, which beats a lot of options.
Yeah.
But that's not easy to do. You
Yeah.
know that, right? You know
Yeah,
that.
and that's one of the things, and that's actually information that I took from the first round too, actually, because in the first round I actually hit him with that, um, just to test it out, because obviously we always want to do something and see what the opponent does
Yep, yep,
against
yep.
what we do. So it's like at this point, I hit him with that the first round, so immediately I'm telling myself, okay, he's susceptible to this. You know,
Okay.
he's
So
getting
that
he's getting hit with this.
I think that's the most important part where it's not or where you can never get those kind of information or details on the internet. And
Hmm.
some people won't realize how this works and why this works, right?
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
well, yeah. So you got that data from the first round, sure, but then you probably have to tell the people that why you went for that exact choice
Yeah,
at the end of the round to finish off the round, right?
yeah,
Because
and
one, it may be like, maybe meter wise, even if you mess up, if it doesn't work, you'll still get meter for the next round because you were down life, right?
hmm,
So things like that, and why, the reason why you didn't go for a Zempo, reason why you didn't go for a leap attack kind of thing.
yeah,
So, I mean, when you explain, it makes sense to me, but might not for other people, right?
yeah, and that's always the biggest thing. That's why we
It-
uh,
it-
that's why we try to do this type of stuff, like
yeah, it's
showcase
hard
behind.
to put it into words. It's hard to like stop you from the first round, but first match. But all right. So well, you got the finish right here.
Yeah,
So which worked on the first round. So the reason for you to do this is that it worked on the first round. Why not try it the second time, right?
yeah, exactly,
Okay, good. All
exactly.
right, then let's move to the next game. Because it can't stop you at every single every single
No, I
situation,
know.
right?
I think one of the things too is that for all of you guys watching, this is obviously not a typical sort of mid-level kind of gameplay. This is something where if we're going to explain something, there are going to be various explanations as to why we do it. So it's really a lot to think about. So the idea is, and if this is something that you want to take it to the next level in terms of playing in Jazzy or playing in the online tournaments, these are things that come into play. So if you ever want to say like, okay, how do I get better at doing this, this, or this, you have to ask yourself that question multiple times. It's not just something where you ask it once and then you get the answer. You have to ask it multiple times so you get the different options. And essentially, that's what happens when you think about the game so damn much, right?
Mm.
So,
So
uh,
okay, the next question would be what's your mindset going into the second game because you just kind of like you kind of like
kind
won
of kind
convincingly
of
on
won
the first round,
convincingly,
right?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
so
do you just go in or do you just do whatever you just did on the first match?
realistically, I'm on autopilot right now. So
Okay, good.
there's
Oh
no,
yeah, all right.
yeah, so there's no set game plan. This is literally
Okay.
just me thinking about like, okay, just avoid tattoos, like look for a punish if he
Mm.
does a random tattoo, look for a shoryu in case he's worried about my pressure, because a lot of times
So
when newer players play against high level players like that, they sort of get scared a lot easier, so
mm,
they tend to sort of mash or
so general plan is you're on autopilot. If they deal with some of your things, then you have to step it up a level. Is that right?
exactly, yeah,
All
yeah.
right. All right. Let's see what's happen. Let's see what happens. Nice, Annie. You don't jump at him is what you said. You're already jumping in at him.
Yeah, and this is me autopilot.
I know. Nice whip punish. Was that a whip punish?
Yeah.
Uppercut, whip it too. Okay. So you were already looking at the stun bar. One more
Hmm.
hit and I win. And he whips Crouching Fierce, which you gotta punish. End of the round. Okay, well, Goki didn't have to do that. Maybe he missed a reversal or something. Well, you don't get a reversal because there's still a juggle counts left. Nice, nice car throw to try to get a knockdown. One more hit, one more hit. He sucks. I knew it.
Yeah. So that's
All right.
you know, all of that is just autopilot from experience, essentially. You know.
So this to wrap this up, this is a very high quality autopilot that everybody should be setting this as their own goal. But it doesn't get too good as this. But
Yeah.
okay, it was for reference, people.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that's a reference because at the same time, this is a tournament too. So it's like, for some people, they get really nervous in tournaments.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
people, they sort of just um does the jump high punch trade with his DP every time. If I do the jump fierce later in the jump, the Shoryu will beat it. But if he does the Shoryu immediately when I'm still in the air, and if I do the jump fierce early, it'll still trade like that.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
kind of rare because
yeah,
usually you do jump first much lower to the ground, and
yeah,
then Goki would like to wait for Yang to come down and then DP.
hmm,
But instead he did a early DP, which is a totally different way of anti-airing, and then you jumped in with a high jump fierce, which I don't know what you were looking for.
yeah.
Okay, well that's low enough. Yeah, that's low enough. So that's low enough. So Goki couldn't wait for Yang to come down a little bit more. And if you anti-air, you'll get yeah, you should be anti-airing with basically a first DP
Yeah,
and wait.
and he did do that too, actually.
Oh, that's a first?
Yeah, that's a fierce. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Couldn't wait because Fierce, just for data, Fierce, the first hit, yeah, if you look at the hitbox, Goki is completely invisible on the first hit on the second frame. So
yeah, and
if you wait for Yang to come down, you will never lose. Goki will never lose.
yeah, and that was exactly what I meant too. Is that if it's later in the later in the interaction, the
Mhm.
jump fierce won't
Will never lose.
yeah, won't lose. So,
I mean, so the
or
thing
rather,
is that
it would lose if it's later. That's what I meant.
yeah, I mean, the thing is that I think he has the car throws. He's knows how to DP, and then the thing is that I don't know this guy, but
Hmm.
the thing is that it's way too early to judge if this player is good or not, right? So some people just watch the matches and then see you win and they say, oh, he's not good. No, 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 that's way too early to
Yeah,
judge because
exactly. It
yeah,
could just be the difference in skill set too. I mean, plus it's Yang versus Akuma. I
uh-huh.
mean, it could be a whole bunch of different things that come into it.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe he might play really, really well against Yuri and Hugh. He never lose or something like that, right? So, yeah, I mean, we have to wait for him to. We have to see how he plays against other characters and players, right?
Yeah.
So with that said, I think we can move on to the next round. Is that what we're doing?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All
And
right.
just so people can see the interaction. But okay, so that was my first round match. Or rather, I had a bye in the tournament, so that was my second round.
Okay.
Um, this next game I played against the Nam 7, and
Oh, is that the young guy?
yeah, that's the young player.
Okay.
Just let me know.
He plays Ken. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he plays Ken. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Just remind me of his age. I forget how old he is. Last I heard, I think he was like um 13 or 14, something like that.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, just something to think about, considering that he's already in the third round of this tournament.
Third round.
Essentially,
Oh, winners,
essentially.
right?
Yeah, this is in
Okay.
winners, and again, this was 51 people who entered. So essentially, that's 51. Yeah, yeah,
51. All right.
yeah, yeah. So that's essentially like a major.
Mm.
That's why the points were as much as they were. So
All right.
all right. So
Let's go
here
to
we
the
go.
match then. So you're on autopilot, right? You have no data of how he
So
plays, right?
no. So for this, I'm semi autopilot at this point, because the way that I'm thinking about it beforehand is like, okay, I heard about the name. I know that he's entered tournaments, so he's familiar with that sort of tournament experience.
Mhm.
And and I don't think I've ever really played him um, before in like an
online.
actual set. Yeah, like online.
Mhm.
So this was actually my first real interaction with him. So
Okay,
the way that
so
I'm
it's
thinking
just
about it is sort of testing him to see how
mhm.
much does he know about the Yang matchup
I see.
versus Ken. So
Testing the waters, I guess.
yeah,
To
exactly.
see, yeah, I guess. All right, let's go.
Now,
So you can see I'm like just testing his neutral at that point.
Yeah, that DP would have hit if it was offline. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just saying. He blocks a lot.
Yeah, yeah. That point really gave me a lot of information there. The fact that he stood
Yeah.
away like that,
Uh,
it really told me a lot because it's something where he's definitely not familiar with the wake up options. If he's
uh,
that worried about Yang to walk back that far, because how far was he when this happened?
back. You mean post back throw, right?
Yeah, post back though.
Yeah. So if I was a coach, I would be saying, "Why are you backing off?" Right?
Yeah,
Well, I'm in the corner.
because essentially he's half screen away, you know?
I will. Okay, well, let's see his game plan. Let's see how this round comes out. Okay. He's doing okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. Okay. Well, you kind of got away with some things because
Hmm.
things would have changed if he would have tried to kept you in the corner, but
Yeah.
instead he let you get out.
So at that point, I smelled blood at that point, so I was like, okay, let me just walk forward and
Yeah.
just pressure him.
So that you smell blood is the hardest part for
Yeah.
the would say the so-called the mid-level players, right?
Right. Exactly.
Because that's something that needs a lot more explanation than you just say, "Oh, I smell blood." It's like
Hmm.
where and how did you smell blood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I don't know what you were going for right there.
Trying to red parry.
I would have dashed DP instead of that throw because I knew you were gonna you were waiting for the dash.
And that's just based on experience, right? Because we played each other before.
More like more like how you play,
Yeah.
because the thing is that people when a player like this, same with Yuki and other players, but when they're like sitting still in the corner, they're focused more on defense rather than offense. You know, the ratio of offense and defense, that changes during the round, right?
Hmm.
Then while you're sitting in the corner, you're sitting there saying, "I'm not gonna get hit, whatever comes." So when you focus more on defense, that means you will tech throws, especially dash throws. That's when the DP hits.
Yeah. Exactly. And
So
for a player like this, it's just one of those things where I kind of just thought about it and was like, okay, well, this first interaction, I'm like, okay, let me take it easy, see how he does. And then I saw him throw a fireball at me, and then I just tried to test it again, and I said, okay, let me jump.
yeah, would have got hit offline DP.
And that's one of the things that I heard about too, and this is something that was mentioned in the chat, that he does have good reactions. Um, I mean, considering he's that young too, I would hope so. But the fact is that it was one of those things where I was aware of it, but I've never tested it before.
Right.
So,
I'm not gonna get into the age and the reaction stuff
mhm.
because it's gonna be a very very long story. But to make it short, you know, as I've aged, do I have slower reactions? Answer is basically no.
Yeah,
That is, I have better reads now, and then if you have better reads, it gives you confidence, and as a result, you would have I have better, much better whiff punishes than when I was young.
yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out. I'm just saying.
No, I agree. I agree. I think plus at a certain point, with experience too,
Yeah.
with experience and age, I mean, with the reads that you get, it enhances your reactions at some point.
Was that
So
tempo? That walk up roundhouse.
which one?
Was after the little parry, walk up and then I think I think I saw a roundhouse.
Maybe try to grab. Let me see.
Go back a bit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
right there.
try to grab. Yeah,
Okay, okay, that was Zempo. Okay, got it.
yeah.
Oh, Zempo or
No, regular grab. You see it?
oh,
That's
regular. Okay,
yeah.
okay, got it.
The blue are the lights. The blue are the light hits. The yellows are the
Mids.
mids, and yeah, and
Okay,
then red are the.
okay, got it. So that low parry into doing nothing, you were baiting a super, right?
Hmm.
Okay, got it. You did not do that. Wait a bit, wait a split second, and then low short, or did you feel that you didn't have to do that at this
No,
point?
that's actually something that I actually have to sort of practice that a little bit more.
I mean,
Just
that's hard, man. That's even
yeah,
harder online.
yeah, because offline even more so. I don't really do it too much because
Mm.
realistically in America I haven't really had to.
Okay.
Um,
Well, one thing I do is when I play Urian is that against Shotos, I do low parry and then I walk forward, and
hmm.
then after when I walk, if it's a sweep that is low roundhouse, then I'm okay to walk up and then launch, right?
Hmm.
Because it has a lot of recovery. And if they do low forward into super, since I'm walking, I'll automatically parry the shift if it comes out,
Yeah.
and then parry, and then jump in, kill, right? So I
Hmm.
think you can do the same. I think you can do low parry, walk a bit, and then if nothing comes out, then I think short, because short is 4 frames. I think it's fast enough to punish, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure about the walking part. I mean, that sounds that sounds even harder to do than uh
Well, I mean, walk is just during this if there's a super flash, you won't see much of the walk, but you know that you buffered a high parry, so you can parry.
right,
And
yeah, that makes sense.
if nothing comes out, then you just you just low short, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
like people see me like I parry low roundhouse, I walk up and launch, and then people are like, "Hey, did you see that?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah," but in my mind I'm like, "No." That's auto, by the way, but I
yeah,
never explain. All right, so yeah, so now he tries to hurt you in the corner, put you in the bad neighborhood, misses a dive kick,
yeah.
gets thrown for that.
That tends to happen a lot online too. That's the part that
I
sucks.
think I see that. Okay, did not go for a red parry. You went for a red parry right there. Red parry
On the
into super, right?
fireball.
Yeah, on
No,
the fireball.
no, just the red parry, and then I think I was gonna try to do standing short into EX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gets a dive kick. Online punish.
that
Too bad for him.
was a nice shoryu.
Yeah, I mean, this. Okay, I don't know about the cross up, but I like the way his he's trying to okay. I see.
But see, like right
Oh yeah,
there
he's
again,
backing off again, right?
yeah,
Backing off again, right?
and that's one of those things that I was talking about. That he, all of those interactions when he knocked me down, he, that was a red parry attempt, and then he just backs off.
I don't
So
get it.
yeah, I don't really understand why that happens.
Just my
Uh,
guess is that he's trying to counter your dive kicks. He's trying to keep the distance away so that you dive kick and you try to counter with the DP.
that makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
just it's just my guess. I don't know. So you smell blood right here. He didn't tech, so you went for immediate. I like to slow forward into low forward once again.
Yeah. And
I
then you
think
could
there's.
see that he kind of got a little jumpy and he was worried about the grab.
He did
And then,
not go for a red parry. Do you see did you see the forward input, or did you not?
it looked like he went for a grab. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But then he pressed forward, so that's why.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see. You're getting thrown a lot.
Yeah, because he's actually, you could see that I'm actually trying to grab him too, but I'm a little bit slower. He's actually doing a lot faster than I am.
Was
Um,
that the unlucky third frame?
uh,
That you can't tech? I don't know.
possibly. Who knows?
Okay, possibly. You got super. You can win off on anything if you parry once, and you will tech this. Yes. Oh,
Ouch.
ouchie. Okay. Well, you notice that you haven't gotten hit by one Shippu.
No.
because I don't know where he's trying to get the damage from.
Maybe he did.
He's using a lot of EX, but he's using EX fireballs and EX ground Tatsu. He didn't use any EX air Tatsu.
Yeah.
So
So one of the things too is that for specifically for this match, you want to conserve that meter.
yeah, I
For
think
for
so
the
too.
super punish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for any chem players out there, the generic idea is you want to conserve your meter, um, primarily to get it as a way to punish EXs or regular slashes, just so that way it discourages that type of pressure and it builds more room between you and Yang, so that way you can come in with anything else, low strong
Okay.
kind of thing.
I want to see how he changes on the second game.
Um, maybe he doesn't think to use medium punch as a way to stop your jump on wake up.
Are
No,
you playing this slowly
yeah,
or
yeah. I
okay,
was I was on 25, but I can go back to
okay.
normal to showcase
Whichever you
it
like,
first.
whichever you like.
Yeah, so what I'll do, guys, is we'll go through everything first, at normal speed, and then we'll play it back, but in the slower speed. I probably won't do 25, 0.25 again. I'll probably do like half, and yeah, and then we'll just do it that way, so that way it's easier to analyze. All right, so back to normal.
Let's just go through the match first,
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
we'll see.
exactly.
We'll see how it goes.
Now.
Ooh, see, it
It's so
looks a
much
lot
fast.
faster.
It looks so much faster, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So a lot of this is me looking for any type of shoryu attempt, because when I
Yeah.
jumped in with roundhouse, it's like I was worried about a shoryu attempt. Right there, I did the option select tempo.
Oh, okay. Option to step twice. He likes crossing you up and then trying to throw in the back for you, I guess.
Yeah, and then backs off from the corner.
Okay, he's learning. Ooh, yeah. I hate that. A DP trade again?
Traded again.
DP trade again?
Yeah.
We don't see that often. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Zempo again? Okay. There's a first Shippu.
Yeah. So essentially, this is all me. Right now I know what to do.
These
And
dots. There you go.
yeah.
So, people, you notice that the first round, or the first game, he went more from the air. And the second game, he stayed on the ground, kind of knowing that he presses a lot more buttons than I think you were expecting.
Mhm.
So that's why you're trying to catch him, trying to press a button, whether it be strong or forward or whatever,
Mhm.
and try to kind of like punish from outside of throw range and make him press a button, but you press it a little bit faster, slightly faster, so that you'll get the hit.
Yeah.
Man, Yang's such a cheap ass character, man. But it's hard to kind of play it at this level because I've been playing a lot of Yang recently,
Oh really?
and yeah, first I usually get too bored playing this character, but then I say, okay, if you can do it, maybe I can do it. Let me try. And it doesn't really work out because I just kind of like recklessly want to go in, but
Yeah.
it doesn't always. See that I think that was a low strong, right? Low strong, and then you punch from outside of range,
Yeah.
or I should say before it came out.
Yeah, and that's what I was looking for predominantly, because
Yeah,
it's either that or
yeah.
grab at this point.
That's what you were still looking for at the second round as well, right?
Mhm.
Same thing.
No EX Tatsu to get out of the corner. It's not as simple. But yeah, it is an option that he sort of never used. Oh my god, that sucks. I hate that.
That sucks. But it's what sucks is that he baited your throw with a backdash and had no punish.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why you want to keep your meter. So if you backdash once you see something whiff, and then low forward super. Low
Mhm.
forward super hurts on Yang because he doesn't have a lot of life.
Yeah.
And then plus you get the Oki. Annoying as hell. Jeez. Does he tech? Does he tech? Okay, he doesn't. Okay, I don't like teching at this point because when you tech, Yang jumps in at you, and it's kind of like a. This makes me kind of laugh because this doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah, right.
Okay, bad range. Mashing so many buttons while you're getting grabbed. I feel you. Get that
Yeah,
bar.
like right there would have been a prime position to super if he had a little bit more life, but you know,
Where are
um,
you? Yeah. How much are you minus after that second slash?
I did. What did I do? I had to do. I've done light punch, I believe. Yeah.
After
Uh,
this, right there.
-4.
4?
Yeah, -4.
Okay. Well, at this point, people, what it is that it's really hard to punish with a super when you're about to lose the round. If you have full life, then yeah, you have nothing to worry about. But when you're down life like this, and then oh, they're -4, maybe I can punish for the super. No, no, son, it's not easy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
No,
not
son.
if you're not confident in trying to come back too, it's not something that's easy to do. So,
Yeah. So the thing is that there's two types of punishes. It's one is when you have a read, and two is the recovery is so much that you can kind of react and then start you know inputting the command with the super, and then you'll still get it, like low roundhouse whiffs, kind of things like that.
hmm
But this, you have to have a read, and you have to have the read that you have to have is that he is going to stop at the second slash. And the thing is that you cannot tell whether it's a jab or strong or fierce. And the other thing is that you have to have the data. Oh, he's minus blah 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 when he's pressing this button, when he's pressing this button. And if you're -4, and you have to know that Yang is -4, and you have to know that Shippu is 3, and then you have
know your
one frame of
numbers
yeah, you
essentially.
have to know your numbers, right?
Yeah.
So all that gathered together, and then you're confident enough, and then you turn the stick, and then you punish. But like I said, you're down this much life, you're not gonna be able to do that.
hmm
All
And
right.
especially because it's first round, a lot of players tend to conserve their meter and you know
Yeah.
conserve it for the second
And,
round. You know.
and I think you already see that he's not the type of oh, I'm gonna whiff punish you, I'm gonna punish you on minus frames type of guy, right?
That's a nice little image there.
Yeah. If this was Super Street Fighter 2, you'd be dead.
I know.
You'll be dead. Yep. Okay. Next round. So next round, you abuse a lot of Zempos,
hmm
and the the situations where you use a Zempo, it's like a heartbreaker because they want to tech or block, but then instead of going for a physical move or a throw, you get a Zempo, which is unblockable and attackable as well.
hmm
And that's what breaks people's hearts, and it's like put them in the get them lost in the woods, right? It's like, oh, what do I
Yeah.
do? Because I can't tech. They Zempo me.
And that's actually one of the things that I try to do. I use the Zempo as like my finishing touch
Mm,
on the game, and because realistically in the first round, I don't. It's either one or the other. I either go for Zempos a lot the first round to
mhm.
showcase it,
All right.
or vice versa. At the end of the match, I try to show a lot more Zempos so that way it's like, okay, I showed a lot of pressure at the beginning, then they're scared, you know.
Mm,
So I try to do one or the other. But obviously I tend to mix it up based on the player. So
mm. Okay. Yeah, right there, right there, right there.
yeah,
Instead of checking, it's like, oh, I Zempo you because I haven't shown this in the first round. Well,
yeah,
you. So yeah, keep him in the bad neighborhood. Nice tech. Ken should get out right now, but he didn't. Now he did. See, right there, right there, right there.
yeah,
Instead of back throw and teching, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna Zempo you.
yeah, exactly.
Stay there.
Because especially
Just
right here too, it's like okay, he didn't do a jump medium kick, and
yeah.
it reflects the same the first scenario where he didn't do jump medium kick right here.
Uh, okay, yeah.
So same idea. Um, you know,
Right there,
he
right.
didn't do anything, so why not Zempo?
Yeah. I would be holding up back. Up back.
Yeah,
Right there.
Neiman actually does that. He does that a lot
Okay.
because I showed this a
I,
lot to him.
right there. I'll
Hmm.
go up back. Up back.
I'm back.
Up back. Probably
Yeah,
up back is a Marvel 2 term, but who cares?
that's true.
Okay, so yeah, you got a lot of meter to spend right now, so it
Hmm.
doesn't matter if a EX gets blocked right there, right?
And this is a safe EX too at that point. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you're saying that the first hit doesn't reach, so you're saying it's safe? Is that what you're saying?
No, so essentially when you do EX at this spacing with this timing,
Mhm.
um, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. You see how much space there
Yeah.
is? The first hit of the super will whiff, and by the time the
Okay.
second one
Yeah.
comes in, yeah,
Mm. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I think you're -7 or 8 or something like that, right? Pretty big, right?
yeah, it's pretty big. So if it was like Chun Super, then yeah, that would hit me.
You're dead.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But
All right. Okay.
with Ken Super, for all you people out there, that's the interaction here. I spaced out the EXs like that so that way if he was to reversal super, um, reversal super, low forward, or standing roundhouse would all whiff at this
Mhm.
distance. So
And also, I think you should note that since you've got full life, I mean, it doesn't matter if you get hit by one
it
super, right?
it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't. But obviously, for me, I'm trying to finish everything off, so I'm
Right.
looking for him to make a
So
mistake. Yeah.
so looking at Ken's life, do you see that as do you like divide it into two parts, saying okay, I need two low forwards, or what are you looking at?
Right now, I'm not really thinking of it in terms of two low forwards. More so, as long for me, the way that I think about it is if I can control this space here,
Mhm.
then the game is over, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you don't need to pull out any new tricks from your bag, but you can keep you can use what you have shown already, and then try to mix that up, and then that's enough to close it out, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Okay.
that's essentially what I did in the final game too.
All right.
Uh,
Let's see.
so
You haven't shown that before. Too scared to tech. Okay, meaty. Just give me that bar. Walk up, nice tech. He should get out. He should get out. Nope, not gonna let you get out. Zempo? Nope.
I
Middle kicker out. Did you go for Zempo right there? Did you
no,
go for a
I went
walk into Zempo?
no, I went for super. I went for
Okay, you went for
super.
super. All
Yeah.
right. See, like I said, you can afford to get hit right now. I mean, it's okay. You're not gonna die.
Yeah. And
So
he's
now you're in the bad neighborhood.
ouch.
Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out. That was
I think he tried
that
to do
was
Shoryu.
no, that was nice recognition of the distance because you were outside of throw range after that cross up dive kick.
Oh, well,
And
yeah, that part, yeah.
yeah, and then you had the target combo to follow up with the super for the kill, right?
Mhm.
So that hurts when you get hit crouching, but who cares because you're up around right there. He did
Yeah.
a fireball.
I
Fireball. He didn't get a
I
DP.
well, I think maybe he tried to go for because it doesn't really make sense to go for fireball at that point after a
Yeah.
cross up dive
Yeah.
kick, right?
Obviously it's a misinput for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But you picked on him for that, for doing that, and then you saved that meter because you built that bar with
Hmm.
those normal slashes, and then that's enough to close around, right?
Yeah, and I think just this showcases the different in experience in terms of the matchup too. Um, there are certain things that he should have been able to do, like jump out EX Tattoo to just
Right.
get that space. Um, Also abuse crouch strong Emperor punch.
Yeah,
Uh,
for a bunch.
yeah, and then I think he sort of waited for me too much. It's like you
Yeah, I
can't
think so too.
necessarily wait for Yang at that point. To the way that he was doing it. At some point you have to be defensive to keep an eye out for the block strings for the slashes so you can punish. But if you give too much away, then that's just more energy for me to take and just go in.
Yeah.
So
I think the overall as a match, I think he didn't smell blood when you smell blood, right?
that
That's
yeah.
why
Hmm.
that's why you decided to go in and he wasn't ready.
Yeah,
And then he tried to defend himself with some of the conservative options rather than going for DP. Well, he showed the DP at the first round, right? But
he did. Yeah.
other than that, he didn't go for like a low parry DP or anything like that. So you smelled blood. You smelled a lot of blood, which he didn't. So I think that's what kind of like uh caused the what's that? Uh,
Mhm.
cost him the match, I think.
Yeah.
All right,
Um. All right. So
next.
now this is still in winners. I mean, obviously, it's all gonna be in winners to this point.
Yeah.
So, this is in before top eight, basically. So this is
Okay.
semifinals out. No, not semi. Is it semifinals? No,
Mr.
quarterfinals.
Kirby. Kirby with a U? Okay, not with an I. Okay.
So Kirby is one of the actually he's one of the organizers for Super Strike 2. And
Okay.
Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, but does Kirby play on Hitbox too? I'm pretty sure he does, but um, just correct me if I'm wrong about that. But he is pretty good in terms of his action with Makoto and what he does in terms of offense. But I think it's just some certain points where um, there's just some lack of experience showing at some points. So he's beaten EXO before. He's beaten me before, I think, a game or two or something like that in tournament. But yeah, he's really solid, I would say.
Okay. So before going into the game, do you feel this matchup is easy for you, or do you think it's even or something?
This match, with his style of Makoto, anything can happen. So it's a toss up at this point for me
Okay.
because I know his style. I played him before, and the way that I'm thinking about it is like, okay, there are certain interactions that I'm going to focus on, and
Okay.
you'll see what they are. But
Yeah, we'll see what that is. All right, let's go.
yeah,
It's gonna feel a lot faster. Ooh, this game is fast.
yeah, right.
You don't use super too. Okay. Nike. Nice. Shouldn't have killed. Should have
Yeah,
built the meter.
the funny thing is, I actually wanted the fake palm, but the
Ah, he
misinput gave me the
came
regular
out.
palm. Yeah, it worked out.
Came out. Just all. Yup. He's burning a lot of EXs.
Yeah.
Okay. Tower short didn't stun. Too bad for him. Okay. Should have gone for I think strong into Chesto. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm being a little bit too picky. Launch. Ooh, didn't go for launch? I thought you'd go for launch.
Not at that point.
Ah, I see. I see where it got greedy. Yeah. Good. That was misspacing for sure. Nice parry from behind. Okay. So we see that he's very Nike, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So what do you do moving on to into the second game? You see that he's Nike,
that
and
and that's one of the things, and another thing too, because again, this is all tournaments. So this is
right?
something where any type of momentum builder is something where you go into the next game. For me, at least, if I do something that's a nice little thing to do, I go into the next game really honing in on that and saying, okay, he just got shook up about what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me go in even further and really pressure
Um,
him because something like that in tournaments really plays a big factor. And I've seen that over the course of all these years that a lot of times when a player does something really sick,
mhm.
they end up crumbling at the end of it just based on lack of experience.
Okay.
But if it's versus like another high level player, then for me I tend to maintain my composure and sort of say, okay, that was a nice little comeback or a nice little interaction, but let me stay focused on what I did
Hmm.
and continue doing that same plan.
Okay.
So the idea here, I don't know if you saw it, but one of the things that are the close interactions that we've had, they tend to end up being with him doing, you know, the Chesto and everything, but I stopped him short by down pairing because he didn't
Mm.
really showcase, standing strong, low short,
Yeah. I noticed.
anything like that. Um, so the idea for me is like, okay, let me dominate the close interactions because he's not really taking advantage of anything. He didn't really showcase any command grabs after any Hayates,
Mm.
and so at that point I said, okay, let me once I knock him down, he's not really he's not really going to be accustomed to jumping at this point because I already showcased low forward EX. I showcased a lot of pressure on wake up already.
Okay.
So
So is that what you have in your mind going into the next game?
that's exactly what I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Um. So one of the questions is, what do you look for after that EX Hayate into reset? One of the things that I look for is the Kara command grab. The and the reason why is and I look for that here because admittedly a lot of Americans tend to try to go for that. I almost never see players go for something like low fierce too much. I see a lot of players try to go for Kara EX Orochi, um, but they never do like whiff standing short into standing fierce because you know how big standing fierce's hitbox is when on wake up. It's like a little chunky. Uh, so it could hit me if I try to jump out or if I try to
Right.
guard jump. So for me, I guard jump at that point, but I'm also aware of the EX overhead. So I'm basically trying to hold back while doing it. So I'm holding back and trying to guard jump. So
Mm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
the thing is that unless they show the sweep, you're allowed to stand block
exactly.
for against Makoto.
Yeah, and that's based on the distance too, because if he knocks me down with a low sweep, it's like he's not going to get any low short Hayate from that because or low short Hayate from that distance. After
Yeah.
the EX Hayate into
Mm.
reset, it's just too far. So that's for that question, that's what I do.
Okay.
Um,
Let's go to the next game. See how it changed. I don't see any change. I don't expect any change from your side because you're. I think again. I think you're again semi autopilot at this point right now.
sort of, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm aware of the player, aware of the character.
Yeah. More like the player
Hmm.
than the character, right? Don't know why he got hit by that. Yeah. Launch. We try to go for a fake cross up,
Hmm.
which doesn't give you any damage with that jump middle kick. Was that accidental forward dash? But we'll get back, I guess.
Hmm.
I like the spacing.
Walk
I
back.
like the spacing. Walk back. Overhead. Oh, you're about to stun. You're about to stun. Walk back. That is extremely hard to do, people. You have to have full control, and you have to know what you're doing. You're able to do that, and then that's the fun part about the game. Okay, 3 in a row.
Yeah.
その程度か.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Is there a lot to see in this second game? I don't think so.
no, it was just more taking advantage of the of basically the interactions, the close interactions that I was referring to.
Uh,
So
and and also mind you that since you're the Yang player, we know what was going through your mind during the game. But since we're not that actual Kirby player, so we don't know why he got hit.
hmm.
Like all those launchers, right?
Yeah,
He must have been doing something.
the only thing that we
But
could see are his inputs at this point.
okay, yeah, his inputs, yeah, but we don't know what's going through his mind. That's why we
Yeah.
can't say okay. So he's probably going for this and that, right, or that. So I mean, from his playstyle, I think I'd recommend him use Super 2 rather than 1 because I don't see any game plan where he's using Super 1 to like finish off a round or something, right? Because he's burning EXs here and there.
Hmm. Yeah, and
And then
that's funny that you say that because he actually is better with Super 2 because he does have the
oh,
100%.
man,
He can do it, but yeah.
damn, am I good? Damn, am I good? It's a fake palm. The
Yeah,
fake palm.
but it still came
Fake
out.
fake. Oops, kind of thing.
So yeah, that's one of the primary things. So I think taking advantage of those close interactions with the Makoto player like this,
Mm.
you
Yeah, I
know,
mean, if you would have full stock right now, then it'd be more scary for you.
yeah,
Right here, he's gonna get it right. He's gonna get it, but he's not gonna try to land that super. But if you land that super, it's 60% on you.
mm-hmm,
But I see how he burns the meter right there. I don't know how about the second Tsurugi, but now he's in a phase he should be you know collecting meter right.
mm-hmm,
But instead he burns it right here because he thought he might stun with the total short.
yeah,
Now
and
he's getting the meter. Yep, he's doing. I think he's doing it right
yeah,
now. That was a neutral to grab, I think. Tag it once, not the second time. Yeah, he has a nice amount of bar. So I think moving into the third round, what we generally think is that build that bar. If you land that super, that's 60% on you,
yeah.
right?
That's
So
exactly what
having that.
Shibu used to do too when I played him.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah.
he would
Oh, yeah.
always build his meter that way and control that space.
I think a lot of Japanese players tend to play that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think Mimura would have done the same thing. I think I'm just saying.
Hmm.
But he burned an EX, got parried, lost an EX because you parried it, and then now he
He,
doesn't have bar. If he would have bar right now, he can like
it
risk everything and just bet farm and just do like wake up super.
yeah, exactly. It would sort of cause a hesitation for me.
Yeah, it would like bring back things to neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so stop right there, stop right there. So stop right there. So what's his comeback plan after burning the EX right there, right there? What's his plan of beating you or making a comeback on this round, right? Because if you get a nice parry, then it punish into EX, might be stunned. That's end of the round, right? So it
Yeah.
makes sense for him to go for a Karaksa because that doesn't get parried. And I know you became greedy, trying to land a jump medium kick and then
Mm-hmm.
standing short into a EX. But I don't see the Makoto's game plan right here of
Yeah.
how he's gonna beat you because he doesn't have bar. He needs to land the Karaksas, two of them, right,
Yeah.
to beat you. So I don't know about burning the EX right there, but if that's how he wants to play, that's how he wants to play it. That's fine.
But you wouldn't recommend it. That's the point, right?
But
It's
no,
not.
no. My point is that are you scared of him playing like this?
No, no.
See,
And
see, see. There,
that's
there it is.
yeah, and that's the whole point is that um for this type of interaction, and that's why having your meter management and this is all coming from a high level sense of play for everyone in the chat. Um, it's more so you understand exactly what we're looking at, but then also be aware of what you're doing, you know, because I think for him, I feel like he's just trying to hit me and just trying to just put as much pressure to get as much damage as he can without really realizing how much meter he's actually wasting, you know. Um,
So, no, so mind you that I'm just a scrub. I have no rights to tell him that his game's plan is play is good or bad. But I just want to tell you. I just want, but I've got the rights to ask you: are you scared or not? That's all.
yeah.
I'm just a scrub, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, scrub.
So don't worry. So I just wanted to ask you if you're scared of his gameplay right now, his game plan right now, because he needs to land a Karaksa right now,
Yeah.
and which he couldn't.
Yeah,
So
and especially right here because I'm doing a parry forward into a jump, so
yep, and
I'm
then
like,
yeah, he desperately wants that knockdown. But it's nice that he has his stun bar low now. Now things have changed right now because he's not gonna get stunned with one hit. You need two more hits.
mm-hmm. But then he
So this
uses
is not
meter
bad for him.
again.
This is actually it's not really bad for him. Yep, go for the Karaksa. Read it. Stay solid. Block. You have nice for the red parry.
We both grabbed at the same time.
Yeah, he's doing nothing wrong right now, I think. Fukiage. Okay, this was just this was just too good on your side. It's like
You said Fukiage.
Fukiage, yeah.
Where would you have done that? On the low
After
strong?
a middle punch. After a middle punch. Right,
Which
right,
one?
right, right there.
Oh, this
Right
one?
there, right there. After the middle punch getting parried, Fukiage.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah, the first one. After the middle punch. Buffer Fukiage after the middle punch. Right there. Right there. Dash up. Parry Fukiage. Right there.
Oh, okay, okay.
On parry. On parry.
No one would ever
If you
do that. You know what I was thinking that he might have done was that after this, because I saw that he dashed, so obviously I'm going to react with the parry on the other side. And
Right?
that's the thing, like for here, it goes back to the previous interaction where he wasted the on the EX
Yeah.
Tsurugi.
Mhm.
So I did a parry jump, or I did a jump into a parry, and I got the immediate parry right there. And then I was like, okay, I can react to anything that he's doing here. So I saw him dash under me, and I said, okay, well, immediately he's going to try to instinctually he's going to try to do another normal to stuff me in the air. So that's why I was like, okay, he's just going to press something else. And it just so happened to be low strong, which kept me up in the air long enough
Mhm.
for
Yeah, for a nice punish.
yeah, for a nice punish. That's a nice little interaction.
Probably what I would have done is I wouldn't have gone for that second parry. I would have gone for a dive kick, which I have to input the other way and
Mm-hmm.
then fly away from Makoto saying, "See ya."
Yeah. One of the things too, I thought he was actually going to do Hayate at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought he was gonna do Haite as well. I think he did,
Right
right?
right here.
Yeah, yeah,
He
he did.
can't
He did.
he canceled it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
That's why he got
can't.
the punish. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You see right there, he held it and then he canceled it.
Yeah. I see. Don't got much to do
Yeah.
without the bar. So I don't know. At that point when he burned all this bar and when he was about to stun, it was not looking good. But
Mhm.
then he kind of caught up, right? He kind of caught up and he got the stun bar low, and then he tried to burn the EX in a try to hit you. Didn't work
Mhm.
out, and you just played well at that point because he read you. I know you read him nice and easy. And that's why I got the punish and
Mhm.
had limited options in the corner. Well, that's the end.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it wasn't bad for neither player. But
Yeah,
sec
I think it's just there's that stark difference in meter usage, you know. The meter manager really comes into play.
mhm.
Especially at in this type of match. You need the meter to make Makoto scary. More scary
Yeah.
than usual. Um I don't know why I didn't launch her there.
Mhm. So these parts, I don't know why it got hit. It's for his, right? Yeah, it's not a combo. So launcher into that filthy mix-up. That's from 1999, 1999.
Oh, he tried to grab again.
Oh yeah, I have to grab. Okay, I see where we are. After this, yeah, this was built in 1999. Doesn't really work.
Cuz I can
It doesn't
control
really.
that. I've done that before
Yeah, I
where
know,
I
I
can,
know,
yeah, yeah.
I know, I know. He's a bit more jumpy now.
Yeah.
He maybe he feels that he needs that bar. That accidental forward dash.
For me?
Oh yeah, I think that was accidental, right?
Let me see what it was.
After this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no point. Nice punish on the dash. I don't know if it was a punish. Nice reaction. Cross up. Do it again. Oh no, okay. Walk back.
Walk back. Walk back is so much more devastating when you see it in slow mo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm gonna say this again, mind you, but that walk back is not easy. This is not easy.
Yeah,
This
it's
is not easy because you have to be aware of the situation. You stop right there.
yeah.
Yeah, you knew that the overhead was after the overhead, you were about to stun. So, you know, when you're about to win, when you see that when you see that goal line, it makes you want to charge in, right? But instead, you have to walk back. That's the hard part, right there. Oh, you see the win, but you have to walk back because walking back is the way to win.
Yeah. I think you can actually see I wonder if you can see the grab. I think you could.
What do you mean? See the grab?
The grab hitbox?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's on the ground. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was
Yeah,
a
it's on the
slight
ground, right?
yellow box. Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's one of
that's
the things that's frustrating with Makoto is that when I do the toward medium kick, she can grab me out of that, so that's the most annoying part. But
yeah. Well, you're not airborne, um,
on
even though you
so
look
yeah,
like it. Even though you look like it. But
yeah,
and note that you haven't shown that overhead throughout the game
yeah,
for the first
exactly.
game. Yeah, so that's why it works. Nice walk back. Okay, I like it.
And that standing short is just to catch any dash that comes up.
Yeah, I think she could have low parried,
Parried,
but
parried, yeah.
anyways, second time. How about another one?
I
Oh,
think
solo tail.
I think that's just timing too, you know. Because what did he do here?
I like the inputs. We can see the inputs. What did he do? Nice.
Okay, first one.
What did he do?
He down parried.
He got parried. Okay.
Right here, he down parried.
Third one.
Third one, he pressed low jab. It looks like.
Low jab. Okay, wait. Low tech or low jab? Or I don't know. I don't know
No,
what that
it
is.
was low jab. Yeah.
Low jab. Okay. Low jab is the last button I think you press when you're using Makoto.
Yeah.
I like that launcher into roundhouse. I like the situation after those two hits because even after Zenpo the sending launch into roundhouse that does a lot of stun and damage
Mhm.
and it gives a lot of bar. So and I don't believe in the momentum theory, but um I think you gain a lot of momentum after that because you feel good, right?
Yeah. And again, this is all tournament too, so
Yeah. Okay. I see. I see. All right. So as a wrap, what do you think about the two games that you just played right now?
well for those that felt pretty it felt pretty good for those. Um
Mhm.
one of the things that um for me specifically I was kind of more wary about the craziness of how he would play, but I think the fact that he didn't have much meter to work with sort of
Mm,
made it a lot more manageable
I
because
see.
I tend to play a lot more conservative when the player has, you know, a full stock of meter
All
or
right.
they have a lot more meter to do EXs and everything because for that type of match, I tend to look at my stun bar more than
Mm,
anything else because I have to worry about it. You know, I have to worry about the interaction with the Hayates, like
mm,
post Hayate. And then um from there, I noticed that he was getting hit by everything. So
mm.
my offense was technically autopilot at some points. You
All
know,
right.
the walk back portions were more based on what he was doing. You know, that was
Mm,
more of the adaptation, the level one layer of it
mm,
all. Whereas everything else, like the Zempos and things like that, the reason why I did the launcher 3 times was because I know he was worried about the Zempo.
mm,
Um,
mm, mm.
either he was worried about the Zempo or he thought I was going to do low 40 EX, which
Okay.
in every single situation it hit him. So you know
Mm,
that's Jenkin, right?
yeah.
At that point. So um, question,
one
you know,
one
sorry.
thing from my side is that people we're kind of like I'm trying to get the comment from uh you after the game, but the thing is that people you have to realize this during the game.
Yeah,
That's the hard part.
this is all being done within the game. So
Yeah,
like
within the game. So
so it,
after the match,
mhm.
going over it, it's easy, but you have to do it on the fly, and then you have to make your hands move that way. Because even though you have it in your mind, you understand. But if you don't have that hand and eye coordination, I mean, you won't be able to perform what you have in your mind. But that takes a lot of practice. And like I
Mhm.
said, during the game and between rounds is a nice time to think about what to do in the next round.
Yeah.
Uh, I wish that there was a little bit more time, but that's how the game works, right?
Yeah.
So so if you're like guaranteed death, then you have to start thinking about the next round.
Mhm.
Or if you're guaranteed win, like post stun, you have a little bit of time more than your opponent because while your opponent's mashing to try to get out of stun, you're kind of like at landing the finishing blow with ease while you're thinking about the next round, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So people, you have to do it during the match.
Yeah, and this is why going back to the beginning part of the stream where I mentioned that, you know, the more you think about it, the more you think about the game, like outside of the game, I don't know. I mean, have you had that before where, you know, how much of the game have you thought about outside of playing?
What do you mean outside? What do you mean
Like
outside?
like do you ever think about like situations, like for example, if you're riding a bus ride home or if you're riding the train, um, like like do you think about the situations and did you used to think about the situations when you were
So you mean like in your daily life, do you think about like you have like flashbacks of the match or anything, and you think about it? Is that what you're
or
saying?
like just random situations like oh like do you play back any matches in your head kind of thing? Uh,
Dude, always, man. I used to
always,
do that
right?
a lot, man.
Yeah,
And you know what? You know what sucks? You know what sucks is that the things I have flashbacks are the matches I lose.
yeah, exactly. Like for me, that happened to me a lot when I lost in tournament. I used to always think about the first tournament that I lost where I made grand finals and then I lost 4 out of 7 twice. I I couldn't play for a whole week, so I just kept on thinking about it every single bus ride home. So I was just like, man, how did I do that? And then you know what? That sort of pushed me to sort of look for ways to beat Goki's Demon Flip
Mm,
with Yang because I wasn't really used to seeing like anti-air drill kicks, you know.
mm, mm,
So I wasn't really used to seeing that. So I was like, oh, okay, this works. You know, I tried everything. I tried teleport. I tried jump back, which was reliable.
mm,
But then I had to worry about ex tatsu. I had to worry about jump tatsu.
mm.
So it's like all these options came into my brain on the bus rides home while I'm discouraged from playing because I was like, man, I don't want to lose like that again. But you sort of have to lose. You sort of have to lose to encourage yourself to think
Yeah,
like that.
take the L and learn more. L's for learning. So, and
The-
then we got a question. Do you think about third strike when pooping? Yeah, that's the best timing when you think about matches because it's your private time. No one's gonna bother you while pooping, right?
yeah,
And then
exactly.
you're sitting on the toilet. You have like your hands over your face and stuff, and then you're saying like, "I got hit
Well,
by the same thing 3 times in a row, man."
yeah, like do you think about thirst strike when you're peeing or something like that? You know, I mean, you think about it when you have the time to think about it, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, the idea is that, for anyone who's looking to improve, that's one of the ways that you do it. Not necessarily by playing over and over. Like, yeah, that builds your muscle memory, but you
Mm,
really have to consider all the options first and foremost. You have to really think about these type of interactions. But again, like we were talking about, say you have to know your numbers too.
right.
At some
So
point you have to know your numbers.
So exactly the same thing. When you're peeing, like that happened. That happened this when was that? The 4th of January when I played at the arcade,
Oh
and
yeah,
I was playing this player, same player for over 4 hours
yeah,
straight. That you drink a lot, you hydrate yourself,
yeah. Of
and then
course,
you take a
we're all
leak, right? And then
human. We're all human.
yeah, you're human. Yeah, I stand up, and then I go to the toilet, and then while I'm taking the leak, I'm thinking, and I got hit by this and this and this. I should be doing this and this. That's when I'm normal. But
Yeah, yeah,
when you're
exactly.
peeing, and then it's like everything's jumbled up in your brain. You don't know what to think about, but you kind of know that you have to think about the game. You have to think about next plans, and uh, you have to pull out things from your pocket. But then you don't come up with anything
Yeah,
detailed, and that's when you're in trouble. That's when you're like, okay, so I have to gather the ideas and come up with a new plan, but I'm not getting them. That's when you know that you are in trouble.
yeah, yeah,
So that's when you sit back and then you take a deep breath, and then you say like, okay, let me just sacrifice one game and see where I am right now.
yeah.
And then
And
you play, and then if it works out, fine. If it doesn't, okay, you tell yourself, okay, yeah, that was a sacrifice. Okay, so what do I do now? Right?
and that's one of the funniest things too is that people make a joke like, oh, you think about thirst strike when you're peeing or you're going to the bathroom. It's like, well, yeah, if you're at the arcade or if you're at a major and you have to take a break, of course you're
For
going to
sure.
think about it
For sure.
when you're doing it. So those things happen. Um,
Yep.
Envy, you asked, but wait, guys, what is this nonsense? Oh, it's
That's
a spam chat.
that's ad or whatever,
Yeah.
spam or whatever you want to call it. You
Uh,
don't like the air target combo post launcher for the 50-50 on landing.
I don't. I only do it in specific scenarios. I do it as a way to show the opponent something new.
Mm,
but for the most part, I only do it at the very least just once.
mm, okay.
You know, and that's even if I do it. But for the most part, I would primarily do it on a character like Makoto
All
um,
right.
or Chun. Yeah.
Yeah, Chun. Yeah, I
Hmm.
tested that on myself. And that jump middle kick, it doesn't do much damage, right?
No, it doesn't. It's the post mix
It
up,
doesn't.
obviously. Yeah, that
Yeah.
we're concerned about.
Well, that's like a sign telling them, "Oh, I'm gonna mix you up right now," right?
Yeah,
When you land the jump middle kick.
yeah. So it's sort of
So launcher
it's sort of
into
telling them like okay, I'm not going to give you much damage here, but you have to worry about when you land what I'm
yeah,
going to do.
yeah.
Um,
So okay, one by one. Launcher into heavy kick to keep the consistency. Well, you get instant stun.
hmm.
You
Guaranteed
get a
stun.
decent amount of stun with the jump heavy kick, and then you're in his face, right? So that's again telling them that I'm gonna mix you up right now, but that's from the front.
Hmm.
But with that jump middle kick, you got options from the back as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you get the damage now, or you get the damage after this.
Hmm.
But as you see that he landed launcher into heavy kick 3 times in a row, right? So first hit, first time, like you said, you're only gonna use it once, so that's why it was a heavy kick. It makes sense, right?
Hmm.
Second hit, okay, well the stun is in nice condition, so I want to stun him more, so that's why you chose the heavy kick.
Hmm.
And then third one, oh, if this hits, I win, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. If it
Right.
hits, I win.
So if it hits, I win. And he could have gone low. He could have done anything. He could have gone for Zempo, but notice that Zempo would lose to mash throw mash. So that's why I think he went for meaty launcher, which easy win, easy hit confirm,
Yeah.
and then on into the usual combo and to finish. I think
Yeah. What's the taunt
so.
again?
On there's 3 patterns, right?
There are three patterns. One where he just doesn't say anything too.
Oh, wait, okay. あ、
uh,
その程度か。
yeah, yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
全部読めていた？
Yeah.
アマチュアだなか。Okay, I see. I don't know if the quotes are the same as the winning rounds. I think they are.
um,
Whatever.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever. All right.
Uh,
So Midnight Green, glad I contributed to such a provoking question. Yes. You can stay away from the topic, but about this going to the bathroom every single time. But yes. No. Thank you for the nice question.
Miguel, it is rKf who's here on the stream with us. We're
Hi.
um
All right. Let's
so
move into
so
the
now
next match.
this
We've talked a lot.
yeah so this is actually top eight now. This is
Okay. Okay.
yeah, this is
Still
Neiman.
still 2 out of 3, right?
This is still 2 out of 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So is this a decent connection?
it's it's East Coast versus West Coast connection.
Yeah.
So
That's why I asked.
it's against Neiman. It's not so pleasant. Just because of his connection. He's in I think he's in Southern California, not Southern, Northern California.
Okay.
Either that
All
or
right.
Seattle. I forgot which one. But yeah. So essentially, what I was thinking about here, I was actually looking forward to playing him in the tournament. Because it's been a while and he kind of just came back out when Jazzy was announced. So I thought about it. I'm like, man, okay, if I my whole goal this whole tournament was actually to play against both him and Amir in the tournament. I didn't want to play
Would you?
against anyone else.
Okay. Would you play them both?
Yeah, which I ended up playing them both, which was nice. But that was my whole goal. I wanted to play both of them. Um, just just based on pure competitive sense. Like I just wanted to play both of them. Neiman because of my competitive nature. Like I really wanted to play him again. And then for Amir because I think I only played Amir once, and that was at Sunrock Cup.
Mm,
One game, I think we played like a casual match,
wow.
a casual game, and he just did a staple aggressiveness, like he just pressed everything in the book, and everything worked. So I was like, damn it, like what the hell? And that constantly, I flash back to that point in my mind. But I'll get to that later, later on
Okay.
when I play
All
him.
right.
But
Let's
um,
see the match.
so this is me versus Neiman.
And normal speed, right?
Normal speed, yes.
Okay. Well, damn, this game is fast.
So
But
Neiman is
you
actually
guys know
really,
each other, right?
yeah,
You guys
and
are
we played each other a lot. Yeah.
Hakate Kina. Gutsy. Nice teleport.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. That was nice. Nice buffer.
Yeah. I
Nice
had to.
buffer. Because he did the dash back, and
Yeah.
then he whiffed your normal, but he followed up with the EX slashes. I like your standing middle kick. Somebody start to use it. Oh, you can keep him in the corner. Nice jump out. Look, you got the back throw. Yeah, would have whiffed the Zenpo. Nice punish on landing. Eh.
So you can see like his style is pretty much a counter to mine. Like my
Kind of,
aggressiveness,
yeah.
yeah, like I'm really really aggressive while he plays a lot slower. And using Ken, it,
Okay, not the best punish, but yeah, I'll give you that.
well, cause
It was it.
yeah, cause
It was
I was
it.
thinking
Okay.
I was thinking of EX for whatever reason, so I was just like, okay, let me just punish this really fast.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's. I want to see the second game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's essentially he's like a counter to my style, with his own style, and the fact that he uses Ken makes it even harder because I have to worry about, you know, at some points the high damage output, but then I have to worry about the punishes on my slashes too.
Right.
So it's
Notice that.
really it's frustrating
Uh,
sometimes. Yeah.
well, people notice that the variety of moves that he uses, not to make Yang focus on a single move or something.
Hmm.
He's trying to. Yeah, that's you see a lot of a little bit of leap attacks. You see a lot of DPs, EX Tatsus, that middle kick as well. It's, so it's kind of hard for you to focus on and try to punish a single move, right?
Hmm. Exactly.
Because he, yeah, okay, that's that's like so much easier said than done. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
oh, you're not going for the Zeppo. You're scared of the certain DP.
Yeah, and he showed me that too before, so that's why it's like one of those things.
Nice cross up. He wanted that DP desperately. Instead, got the fireball. Oh, that was a mistake from your side, obviously.
Yeah.
That wasn't a red because he didn't get a EX fireball. Too bad for him. Did he press two buttons? Yeah, we'll have to check later.
Yeah, we'll check.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then walk back. Defensive. Ooh, nice block.
Ow.
Ow. You got away with it.
Yeah.
Whoa, really? You can throw that out that fast? Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I was about to say. You have a lot of confidence in the air-to-air game, right? Because that's why they don't press any buttons
Yeah.
against you. One last hit. Straightforward.
So,
Oh, okay.
so the nice thing about this was that it ended up being a nice little win. But it ended up being that I just sort of went in with a game plan, and I told myself, okay, let me not do too much,
Mm,
um,
mm,
because in a lot of the interactions that we've had, it's always been something where when I do too much, his style counters it. You
mm.
know, if I do a lot of dive kicks, he tends to do jump roundhouse a lot, or jump roundhouse or jump tattoo.
Mm.
And as you can see, he's pretty good at punishing the dive kicks that are, or defending against dive kicks that are right in front of his face.
Mhm.
So it makes it a little bit more difficult to sort of space it and time it. So I have to constantly go back and forth between the two. Um,
I
But
see.
yeah, that's no, let's go back.
So my comment right now on this is that this is just like I would say pure high level play
Mhm.
because as you can see that the game speed itself was much higher than the previous games that we just saw right now, right?
Mhm.
So the reason why that happens is that we are the people that are at a higher level are able to process and then kind of digest of what's going on during the match at a higher speed than the other players. So
Mhm.
that's why they can pull out what the best suited weapon from their weapon rack and say, "Hey, I'm gonna challenge you with this time. So
Yeah.
deal with it, right?" So it's like an exchange of that until one dies, and then right.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, that's like I said. That sounds that sounds like it's cool, and it sounds like you're able to do that, but against a high level player, you won't be able to because it's like you got shackles on yourself. It's
Mhm.
like it's like you can't do much
Yeah.
because they control, they dominate. The better player dominates the game, and people use the word a lot, dominate a lot, but how that really happens, you can't really explain as much. But we've seen this filthy Yang dominate in the past rounds, right? And now he's playing a player probably around the same level. That's why there's a lot
Mhm.
of exchanges, and you see gradually the life depleting on both sides rather than just like a snowball, right?
Yeah. And
So
and and it's more, you can see that there's more of a careful type of way of approaching too, you
yes,
know.
careful. Yes, that is very important. The
Yeah.
reason why you become careful, can you tell us why you become careful, more careful?
Well, one is because of the previous experience that comes into play a lot, but
Okay.
you once you know the player is at a certain level, you have to respect what they're capable of doing. And the respect here for me is his counter to dive kicks predominantly.
Okay.
I'm not too worried about his ground game because his ground game revolves around simply throwing fireballs and dashing up at certain points. Like he would do low forward, but his ground game essentially, if that transposes to offline, I know for a fact that I will be able to dominate offline immediately with that because I can react to all those things. But when he mixes in, punishing my dive kicks, it makes it a lot harder. And the fact that he just walks back the entire time and just sits there, you sort of have to question, like, okay, how do I get in and attack him? You know? And then in some rounds, like I try to just dive kick with short dive kick, and it works out well for me. But it ends up being that there's sort of those awkward positions where I hit him with the dive kick at the knees, but then it doesn't combo or something like that, and um, those kind of weird interactions that we'll probably see right now. So,
I see. So, all right, slow mo. I
hmm
guess slow mo. I should say zero point 0.5 speed.
and plus, the damage output too. I mean, Ken has respectable damage output
Yeah.
versus Yang. So
So to like make your story short, it's like you're scared to get hit, right? Everyone is.
yeah, and because you look
Everyone
you
is.
look at something like that, and plus he
Yeah, it,
taunts,
it hurts. It
and he
hurts, man.
and he taunts at opportune times too.
He could have gone for maybe a middle punch into fierce DP, which would have done more damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice punish. You like the standing middle punch because it does most stun into EX rather
Uh,
than standing fierce to get bar.
I think he's worried about the second EX slash.
Okay,
At that point, yeah.
I see. EX slashes. Did you get the stun here?
No,
Nope. Nice
nice
teleport.
teleport.
Nice block. Yeah, it makes you want to parry high at that point, but
it
nice
it
block.
does, yeah. I wanted to so badly, but
Yeah, yeah, because if you parry high, you win.
hmm
But ooh, yeah, that was a nice piece of tech that we
hmm
just saw right now. Standing middle punch, whiffed, but just do it anyways. That's
yeah.
not easy.
And that's something that people think like, okay, that maybe he did it by accident or it's something that's not reliable, but it actually is something that works. Even something as weird as far standing strong into EX slashes if you block if you block the far standing strong from Yang, and then if you try to press something or try to jump back, that EX slash is going to hit you at that point.
I
And
think you're -2 or something, right? Was it not? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, you're -2. But people, this is not. This is a eventually this will become a frame heavy game once
hmm
you reach a certain level. But uh, until then, this is not a two frame heavy game where you say -2. Oh, okay, I'm allowed to do something because you're minus. No, because this game is so fast that once you realize that you're -2 or that you're +2, it's gone already.
yeah,
So so that's a good point that you said. Uh, standing far strong is -2,
hmm
but when you realize that he's -2 and
it's
you're
too
about to
late.
jump, it's too late.
Yeah,
It's way too late. So this was the backdash, and then I think he did a low forwarder or something. I think it was after this.
yeah he did low forward
Yeah, low forward. Yeah,
because I think his idea was he was worried about the wake up grab at
yeah,
that point.
and then
Yeah,
and then
so
backdash.
hmm but then for me, thinking about it the way that he did it, he tends to sort of be a little lackadaisical on his wake up. He doesn't really defend too much. He likes to sort of backdash or walk back and then do a couple of things to sort of build up that that sort of pressure. So based on that, I that's why I did the standing strong and
Mm-hmm.
did an anti EX. And I always commit. I not always, but I tend to commit to that just because of how good it is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because it really is good to do something like that. If he jumps over, I'm able to continue the EX slashes the other way and get
Yeah,
away
the
from
other
him.
way. Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah, and then you know, and then if he doesn't, then I can make that EX slash safe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then if he gets hit by it, then well, he's dead. So. hmm
Uh-huh. That middle punch is the X slash I like the
Yeah.
most for this round
Mm.
because that's not something I can do. I can do right now. I suck at Yang. So that middle kick to kind of like
hmm
what's that? Check the jumps, right?
Check the jumps and check the dashes. Because see,
Okay.
this spacing right here, he likes to keep it quiet, and
Mm-hmm.
he would whiff low forward here. Like he would walk up and then do low forward, or he would just wait for me to dive kick.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he doesn't see anything, he tends to try to
Oh,
dash
I
forward
see.
at that point. Yeah. And obviously online, you know, obviously not to make any excuses, but the fact is that offline you're able to react to that, but online you have to be a lot more aware of it. You have to be careful about it. Um,
So so overall, his game plan or his game play style, I should say, is how I see it as of now is that he tries to make the opponent make a mistake and then pick on it, right?
yeah, exactly. And he likes to attribute it to boxing.
Ah,
That's
okay.
one of his primary comparisons. Like he likes to um, have that analogy to boxing, where you know whoever defends, like if you defend properly like that, and you just, you know, the punch that the opponent isn't looking for is the one that knocks them out,
Right, right,
essentially.
right.
So with this, like he's just picking at the opponent, but then he walks away, and then it forces the opponent to come at you. That really, not only does it get frustrating, at least for a player like me, it gets frustrating, but at the same time, it allows him the space and time to punish anything that comes at him. So he has
Mm,
super, he has Shoryu,
okay.
you know, and all of these options with Ken that makes it so much more efficient
Mm-hmm.
to play that
I
way.
see. So overall, is he's like a counter style, but once he smells blood, he goes in and then finishes you, right?
Yeah, and he has that
Okay.
too, where sometimes he would do that, you know, and that's the thing that makes it so difficult is that he's so good at keeping it so simplistic, but he mixes up those two things so well that it's really hard to get a proper read. But once you adjust, then it makes it a little bit easier. But then to constantly make that adjustment, that's the difficult part. So
Okay. Yeah. So the whole point probably today is gonna be we say a lot about we use the term smell blood, but it's hard to tell It's hard to kind of like detect when you actually smell blood, right?
Yeah.
So that's the hard part. Nice DP on wake up.
What I think I wasn't sure if I held back or if I did the yeah, I did the Zempo,
Oh, okay,
but
that's why you got hit.
I missed that, yeah.
But he should be able to block the first hit, right? At least.
Yeah, I think it's just missed timing because I did
Okay.
it too fast.
Okay. DP. No, didn't challenge. Nice jump short for whatever reason. Lucky you got the back throw.
Yeah.
All these back throw that's being successful from all the players. I think it's gonna. I think the majority of them are gonna be teched if they're offline. But
Mhm.
yeah. So he got no bar. Now he wants to make a whip throw. Yep, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah, that's hard to tech.
You see right there, he was looking for the down parry too.
Yeah. Leap attack for the to counter the low forward, I think. Now, he don't got bar, but he needs 1.5. One hit, or maybe, yeah, he needs 1.5 hits, I guess. Nice block. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, was that the best punish? A nice
Uh,
teleport again?
that threw me off. Yeah, that should have been the best punish.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah, so
I probably could have done super, but
yeah, yeah. That's what I want to know. But I don't know if you want to use super and you want to run out of bar.
yeah,
Or,
I didn't want to run out of bar.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yep, read you, son.
Yeah.
That's the like I said, that's a low parry into forward walk part
Yeah.
that you're already.
You're
I
already
don't know.
buffering the forward
Yeah,
input.
you're
Hmm.
already buffering at this point because you're reading a low forward because you're thinking that hey, no one's gonna throw out a sweep right there, right?
Yeah.
That's why I don't know when you actually can distinguish that it is a you can tell that it is a low forward that so you have to buffer high, but that's kind of like a muscle memory part, right? Where you
Yeah.
buffer low and then for high.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Lucky you didn't have an EX for I don't know whether it was his meter management or not, but
I think well, even if he did have EX, if when I parry the second hit, I would have punished.
you mean the second hit red parry or a second hit?
Second hit of the fireball, because
Yeah, I
he
mean
did universal overhead then low forward into fireball, and he
if you
was too
parry all
close.
three hits, no, if you parry all three hits, that is two hits of the fireball. You
Mhm.
don't get a punish, right?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, standing short into EX.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, nice backwards
I
slash.
didn't complete it though.
Yeah, that's when you know that this guy's a Yang Mei because that's hard.
Yeah.
You gotta get used to that. Buffering a lot of low parries.
Yeah,
Nice
he's looking for
parry.
the
Neither wants to touch each other right now, but you're waiting for this nice timing to move in because you now have about two stocks of EX, which you just burned one right now, hoping it'll hit. So yeah. So there's not much interaction in the air to air because both of them are scared to press a button and get parried. Well, Ken does have that devastating EX Tatsu, which he tries to punish your launcher anti-air, which we'll see at the later of the round or the later of the match, I think. Right there, you
yeah.
get that. One more hit, you win, which you respect him.
Yeah, exactly.
Did get the super. But he's at a bar, so the max damage he can land is low forward into fierce DP, so that's why he wants to bait a throw. Or that, which he didn't get a DP, which is crucial.
Hmm. Well, I think if I'm because was I crouching there?
No, you were standing.
Oh yeah, I
I
was
think you.
standing. Yeah, true.
Yeah, jab DP would have changed a lot of things.
Yeah,
Too bad for him. That
I
sweep,
I could have
okay.
punished that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's hard, man. When you have minus frames and then when you see something whiff, it's really hard to whiff punish. Nice getting hit standing. I don't know what that is.
What did I do here?
Uh,
I think when I got grabbed here.
yeah,
Oh, I wanted forward grab.
okay. Didn't get the EX. I think he pressed two. I think he pressed two buttons, right?
Did he press did he
Uh,
press two buttons?
he didn't
Oh
get it,
yeah,
but
yeah, he did, yeah.
okay, okay, too bad. EX would have, I think, saved him. It wouldn't have killed him right there.
Probably
Yeah,
would have, yeah, probably would have pushed him too far, for me to get the punish.
or or even if he parried twice, I think he would have been safer. Not that I know that standing short might punish, but
It does. It always does. If you're close enough, it does.
okay,
I specifically remember practicing that too, because
okay.
I practiced it
You know better than
specifically
I
for
do.
him. Yeah,
You know better than I do. My character has only a 5 frame, which at the fastest. So I don't know shit.
play Yang.
Yang, jeez. That was trying to punish the what's that standing middle kick Ania, right? Parrying into
Yeah.
DP to get the Oki. Yeah, he likes that backdash.
Hmm.
Mm. Oh, fuck. Okay, is that safe? I don't know.
The second one, no, that was not safe.
No, right? That's a
Nah.
nice late tech. You want a little bit of bar, right?
Yeah,
But you ought to spend it. Nice block in the overhead.
one of the things that
Which
I was tending to focus on is more positioning than anything else,
okay.
than meter, because I know that I can get the meter back, but against him, I have to focus on positioning just because of his style.
Yeah, nice punish. That was. Yeah, you don't look too comfortable in this round.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, nice punish. That's what I noticed the first time he threw it out. DP? No, no DP. If he
If
could
he
have DP
did, I
there,
would have died. Yeah.
yeah, if he could have DP, that would have been a perfect round for him. Nice blocks, man. He knows that you're a little bit desperate to get the damage. That's why
Hmm.
he wanted to. You were looking for more direct damage. No red parry attempt. That's respect that. EX slashes straightforward. Try to
Yeah.
DP.
He tried, right? I think he tried to.
um,
Wonder if he did. And
was
this,
that an accidental dash? I think that was an accidental dash, forward dash. I think he tried to DP or something because you don't dash right there.
is one of those interactions that's really really weird.
There,
Yeah.
because I think what you're looking for right now at this in this situation is dive kick into standing short into EX slashes. Is that right?
Yeah, because I'm worried. I'm more so delayed dive kick because I worry about him pairing the immediate dive kick.
Ah,
So at that point, because he would throw out a low forward, or try to keep the ground game. So I would do a dive kick at that point, but delay it so that way I can connect into standing short. Um, but because it's online at this point too, it's something where I have to sort of guess
mm.
in this moment and sort of okay, commit to the dive kick. At least it'll hit him. But then after that, I'll see if I can hit him afterwards, kind of thing.
Okay,
Because this
okay.
is an awkward positioning, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. It's like you want to hold up after this, right?
yeah, and it's like you're not really too sure about where the hit is gonna, where it's gonna hit Ken. Because you
Yeah,
can see,
it's
like,
gonna hit
even
it.
looking at the hitbox, it's like, it's really
It's gonna hit
funky.
it.
So, oh wait, uh, did we lose that? Did we lose rKf?
It's gonna like you gotta. Hello?
Oh wait,
Hello?
there you are. There you are.
Okay.
Okay, we got you back.
All right.
Sorry, we lost you for a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, this was a really awkward one, just because of you can see where the kick is hitting him, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
hitting him on his hands, like literally at his hands.
Mm-hmm.
So
What happened?
that's the funky
Yes.
part.
So you get a knockdown. You somehow get a knockdown. I forgot what hits after this. Yeah, that dash, forward dash. I don't know what that was,
I think he tried to do
but
Shoryu or something like that.
yeah, I think so
Looking at
too.
his motions, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nice red parry attempt. Because the thing is that he knows that if he gets a red parry, he wins just by pressing two buttons. That is a throw. That's
Yeah.
enough to beat him. That's enough to kill you.
Funny thing
Okay,
is,
so
he did forward too. He did forward and then jump back.
oh god. Then couldn't get the right timing then. Okay, so overall, what are your thoughts about this match? Because it was a 2-0, but almost all the rounds are very close.
It was really uncomfortable.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
always how it is when I play against him online. It's really, really uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Um, just because I can't maximize the reactionary portion of the
Mm,
match. Because, you know, whenever you see Ken players tend to rely on dashes a lot,
mm.
you sort of become more aware and you start to punish it more. Like for me, I can punish that with standing short EX. I can
Right.
react with grab, you
Mm,
know, or just react with standing strong. And it's like those things eliminate that dash up.
mm,
And then same idea with dash up, crouch forward. It's like if he does that and he whiffs, I can punish that pretty easily offline, and I can see it clearly. Whereas online, it's a little more difficult, especially with our connection.
mm, mm,
But then because of his stutter in terms of his style, like the way that he slows everything down,
mm.
it makes it a lot harder to see it. So, you know, it's one of those things where you sort of hope it transposes offline and it's not as awkward, but you know, that's how messy it gets when we play each other.
But to be fair, I mean the connection wise, I mean to be fair, I mean the reaction portion, sorry. Um it's fair it applies on both sides, right? Because he can't
Exactly.
react to some of the things, but he can't react to some of your things as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But,
And that's one of the things too that that was the next thing that it's really scary playing him because I know his reactions are really good.
mm,
And it's
okay.
like, you know, it's sort of give and take, you know, it's like offline the ground game will probably be eliminated, but then his parries will probably be more accurate, you know.
Mm.
So,
And then, so one more thing is that you said you're pretty uncomfortable. That means he's playing it right, at least against you, right?
yeah,
Because you're
exactly.
feeling uncomfortable. Okay. So what happens if you guys, let's say, play another first to two out, maybe right after this? Maybe the outcome might be a little bit different.
For the most part, it tends to be a little bit different where it's either, you know, it's a toss up at that point.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'm not sure how he was feeling at this tournament because, admittedly, before this match, we entered the game, but then his stick disconnected or something like that, or like he had an issue with his stick.
Right.
So I wasn't sure if that really affected him here or
Mm,
not. Um, but in the casuals that we played, afterwards, it was always competitive. You know, it's always the same thing. You know,
okay.
it's like it's always like that.
By the way, just from an audience point of view, it's nice to see him play, to see this kind of play style,
Hmm.
but it is probably mad frustrating if I have to play him.
It is frustrating.
and,
It is
and
the most frustrating thing. Yeah.
and to rephrase that, that means he's good.
Yeah, exactly. And
That means
that's
he's good.
and the thing is too is that he proved that offline too. Like he went to the second Jazzy, and that was when Issei, Ryan, Yi,
Mm.
they were all there, and I think he got third place at that tournament.
Oh, okay. Maybe I
Yeah,
missed out on that then. I don't.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he it's definitely something where you gotta you gotta really be careful with him. But
Right.
that was top eight. That's to make it into winners finals.
Hmm.
And so now
Now we
now
go
is the
to
match
Chun, right?
versus the Chun, yeah,
The Chun.
which is a mirror. And
Three. Okay.
let me just make sure the speed is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just see.
So
Let's just walk through the match.
so just a little preface, like for everyone in the chat, like I was saying that I only played a mirror one game, and that was back in like 2009, 2010.
That
When
don't count.
yeah, when I went to California for Sunroof Cup. Um, I played him that one game. He destroyed me because he used every strong button in the book, and I was really aware of that because I watched him play against Yi, against Five Star at the qualifier last year, and he did the same thing where he just goes crazy. But he's aware of of the buttons to press. I think because he played Pyro Lee for all those years. Um, so he used every button efficiently. So I
Mm.
had to really jump into this being really careful. But I was looking forward to playing him in this tournament, so I was really excited to play him and see much the level changed. So yeah, that's
All right. And I think personally think that on Fightcade, especially the connection, if it's not great, it's almost impossible to uh, consistently hit confirm low forward into super.
yeah. Well, this is actually a little bit more consistent than it was versus Neiman.
Oh, okay. Man, this game is fast. Ooh, nice follow. Nice struggle. I like it. Oh, yeah, you would have got that whiff punish on offline, is what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see where you are now. Man, people matching buttons between rounds.
I
So
know.
much. Yeah, that's what you gotta go for, because the low forward super is very hard to confirm. You gotta press it back fierce.
He's actually pretty consistent with it too.
Oh, he is? Damn.
Yeah, he is.
That's nice whiff punish. Wonder why I got hit. Why I got hit. Ooh, really?
I did not like that.
Yeah, that was pretty Nike-ish, but have to give it back. Pretty Nike-ish, for sure. That hurts. This hurts even more. And Chum build that bar. Is she gonna have enough time? Nope. Apparently not. Okay.
Yeah.
1 pixel short, I guess.
So I noticed he wasn't too familiar with the timing of that, because that's one of those things that we were talking about, where you know, a move can be -2, but then once you realize that you can react to it and punish it, it's already too late at that point.
It's already too late.
Yeah. So that's one of those instances with the EX slash where if I do two in succession like that really fast, I have enough time to buffer a parry afterwards if they don't punish me immediately. So
Okay.
that's the idea behind that. Another thing too with this set, this is actually 3 out of 5.
Oh
So
yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. That was a bit scary overall, but I think that's the way how Yang beats Chun.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, what was that?
I know.
What was that? I read you, son. So I've been saying this for a long time, but for all you people outside of Japan, that Chun-Li is a strong character. Yes, she's at the top of the, she's at the top of the mountain. But she's hard to operate.
Mm-hmm.
She's hard to use. She's not easy. And the people that's been playing Chun for 20 years, I mean, we like Urian players, Dudley players, Yang, Youngs have tried to figure out every single way to kill Chun. So she's gonna take every single trick and counter tactics that we come up with for 20 years. So it's not easy playing Chun.
Yeah.
You don't get like an instant win. 2 bars? Sheesh. It seems like you're playing okay. You don't have too much to think about right now.
Oh, and that came as a pleasant surprise after the second game, because I was like, okay, this is 2-0 right now, and I'm sort of taking advantage of the matchup, because I can see that he's not too comfortable with it himself.
Right.
And that's just based on his movement, you know. Like,
Jeez, I mean,
presses a lot, right?
yeah. I mean, I've seen him play. I mean, from the what's that? Ancient Family Fun arcade days and something,
Yeah.
where he plays Pyro. I know he goes for a lot of parries and he presses a lot of buttons, but he's pressing a lot more even between rounds. Yeah, no super there. That's pretty tough. Didn't get the punish with the standing short. Oh, there we go. One more hit. One more hit. You were dead.
Yeah, I was.
Cool. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
But I tried to do the standing fierce to beat that, but I did it
Does it
too.
trade or does it beat it?
I think when it on the startup of it, not the startup, but you know when it first comes out,
Right.
I think it beats it, but then at
Oh,
some point it can trade.
trade would have been enough for you. At least
Yeah.
better than getting full hit. Let's go to the laggy stage. That,
Is it definitive that this is a laggy stage?
yeah, I think it slows down a lot. And you know what? My eyes hurt when I play this stage. That's why I don't like playing Yang players. And you know what? When you win, it goes to this stage, right?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks, cause it makes you want to lose. I want to play the
Well,
Urian or Dudley stage, right?
yeah.
Because if I win, I end up playing on this stage. I'm like, shit. You know, if I focus too much on the screen, the rain gets in the way. Punish. So if you press the buttons at the right timing with Chun, it's really, really strong.
Yeah.
But if you don't push it at the right timing, I mean, she doesn't have too much follow-ups. Like you know, she can't be like airborne with standing fierce or anything like that. So you really have to commit even when you're playing Chun. Press buttons because, like I said, her buttons are mad good, but it's not like it doesn't beat everything.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Deep attack for the easy damage. Don't do it twice.
And that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So
think what I'm thinking before you before your thoughts, what I just thought is that you at one point you realize that it's better for you to fight fire with fire,
yeah,
and I think that's what you basically did is what I think.
yeah, exactly. This first round, whenever I play a Chun that I've never really played against, I try to sort of play careful like that. You see how I walk back and forth like that? And then I saw him sort of walk back a little bit more, so I'm like, okay, let me take advantage of this
Yeah,
type of style. And at that point, it was something where I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, these are sort of the tells that I use. So like the double dive kick,
mm. Nice
that was nice.
juggle right there.
That
One
was
three
nice.
135, right?
That was a little nice one. Yeah,
Yeah, 135. That's not easy. Up. Yep, I knew it. Yep.
yeah. So at that point, I'm like, okay, he's mm, one of those things where,
That's fierce slashes.
yep, to get the max distance.
Yep. Get the max bar. Yeah, I think these are very usual moves that we see in pokes and spacing from Yang against Chun from
Hmm.
like any player. The tools, but the tools, yes, from any player. The timings, professionals work, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice parry,
Ow.
super right. Yep. See, that's like 60% already. It's like people watching this are thinking, how is Yang gonna beat Chun? It's like you lose so much life with just 2 hits, and that stun bar. Jeez. Nice, you got the sweep. It makes you relax when you get the sweep, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. For some reason, because that's one of the moves that you don't use as much. Like against Chun, you use it, right? Against Urian sometimes, but not against Dudley or like other like mobile characters, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's those rare moves that you use, and when it works, you really feel You really feel nice.
So I think this was just a late reaction because I know you said you were wondering how he got hit by this
Yeah.
because he's holding back, but then he held back too long, and then
Mm.
he reacted a little too late with the
Ah,
crouch.
okay.
So, but then he still went from down to down back. So I think it's probably something where he still would have gotten hit with a low short.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice timing. If you would have
Yeah,
been late one frame, you would have been dead.
I would have been dead. Yeah.
You would have been dead. SBK.
Normally I would
He,
always do walk up low forward, but
yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to do that.
He bet all that.
Yeah.
It don't hit. It don't really hit Yang crouching, right? Because
Uh,
SBK.
no, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is the best damage, most damage you can get while crouching Chun,
Ow.
and compare that with this.
Yeah, and I think was that crouching there or
You were crouching. You were
I was
crouching.
crouching, right? Yeah.
That's why I hit. Nice tech because you know that Chun has to throw now because she's out of bar. You want to go from. You want to access from the air like you did right now. Nice trade from Chun.
Yeah. This is one of those primary plans that I sort of go for versus Chun's that once you work the ground game and you show her all of that, you
Right?
come in from the air.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's either or, right? It's either you go in from the air and then you stick the ground, or the other way, right?
I,
Not the best punish, but I'll give you that.
yeah, I was reacting so quickly. I was like, okay, let me just punish this. Uh,
Yeah, middle punch probably would have killed, but
Probably, but
yeah,
what I worry about there is because of the you know how in some points the standing strong might whiff.
yeah, yeah. Let's see.
So I didn't want to play with that.
Let's see what the best punish is. Probably the most efficient punish, or the best punish that you would have secured the round. I think the best would have been launcher into super, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Launcher into super, or launcher into middle. What's that? The up kick, middle up kick
hmm
into super maybe would have killed probably. Yeah, but it's hard.
yeah. I mean, in
Yeah, it's
tournament
hard.
match, and yeah, that's you're not always
My
seeing the best thing.
Yeah, my Yang is as novice as hell, so I would have gone for low forward into yes slashes.
I mean, it's still a better punish than I
It is,
did too.
it is, it is. It is.
Because that was actually a surprise Hazanshu too, and that was actually a
Yeah, 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 it was. And surprised that you parried it in time.
yeah, because I saw the kick come up and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
So, tell us why you never went for Zempo in this round.
I was because at that point, well, in this round specifically or overall.
Overall through this match. I mean, we've seen only a handful of Zempos throughout the whole match, right? Throughout the whole set, I should say.
hmm
So,
So
it looks to me that you were not basically not in Zempo's range because he presses a lot of buttons, so that's
hmm
why it's hard to go for Zempo. Is what I saw. But what was going through your mind that you didn't really have to go for Zempo, or what is it?
both. It was both. I
Both.
didn't
Okay.
have to go for Zempo, but at the same time, he presses a lot.
Hmm.
And one of the things that I remember is that he was really fast on his wake up. So he would always, if I was up close to him, he would tend to either grab or press something.
Roundhouse.
I
Yeah.
yeah, roundhouse exactly. And I
Roundhouse.
specifically remember that when I played him the last time. And mind you, this was like what was that? 14 years ago?
2010, right?
Yeah,
2010. So,
14 years ago, and I still remember what he did. When I walked up to him
mm,
when I woke and I walked up to him like that. He either grabbed me or he did standing roundhouse.
uh,
And I said, Jesus Christ, like I can't hit this guy. Like, I can't hit him with Zempo. So
okay.
that was like
So,
the only knowledge that I sort of had. Um, but it's sort of generic, when you see a player pressing a lot,
mm,
it sort of deters you from wanting to do Zempo. So you're telling yourself, okay, let me just play it a little bit careful, and then if he
mm.
starts blocking a little more, then I Zempo.
All right.
You know.
That's lesson learned, kids. Even though you like Zempo, even though you love Zempo more than anything else. But if you sense that they're pressing buttons, you're not gonna let it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
don't do it.
But yeah, but you can try once. Yeah, you might get punished for that. That's fine. But if you sense that they're pressing buttons, if you feel that it's not gonna work, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to collect the evidence that it's probably not gonna work because he's mashing on throw or he's mashing on if he's mashing on carb throw, you're never gonna get Zempo because they're
Yeah,
faster, they're
yeah,
longer,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
And then if Chun's pressing buttons on wake up accurately, like low jab, that's 3, and then roundhouse, that's 5. So you'll never get a Zempo.
Mm-hmm.
So and if you wanna land a Zempo, low parry then Zempo just for fun. You'll
And
lose
and
it.
that's because Zempo is for all of you who are interested in the numbers, that's because Zempo is 7, right? 7 is what I remember.
7, yeah, 7 or 8, right?
I
Wait a second.
I think it's 7.
Let me check. Zempo is 7. I think it was. I think is it the same with Yun?
Yeah, it's the same as June. Oh, I have
Wasn't
8.
Yun? Yeah, it's 8, right? It
Oh
was
yeah.
8 and 6, I think. I think it was 8 during normal mode, and then I think it was 6 during Gaijin. Yeah, it's 8.
Mm.
Zempo's 8. Wow, Yang main doesn't know his frame. Damn, that sucks. All right, all right.
So,
Next.
well, just so Envy understands, the only reason why I tell you to throw in Zempo is because you don't throw in Zempo enough.
Well, the thing
So,
is that so this is a nice point that MB pointed out is that what you smell and what Envy smells is different.
mm-hmm,
And the data that you collect and the data he collects is different. Or at least I should say it's digested in a different way. So when you say throw him or Zempo, you feel and you know that it's gonna work
mm-hmm,
because from the data you've collected. So it's the same thing that appears on the screen, but what is being understood by both players, it's you and Envy, it's different.
yeah,
So the thing is that if you can break the things down for him in like a situation where he should have thrown or he could have thrown a Zempo and which he didn't, is the thing that you need to explain to him for him to
mm-hmm,
understand. So going for Zempo when you're like in the mood, when you have the so-called momentum, I mean you can just throw it out, right? But in tight situations, there's a clutch Zempo every now and then in a tournament, right?
mm-hmm,
And that just doesn't come out of nowhere. But you have your data, you have your details, and you are confident that it's going to work. That's why I throw it out, right?
yeah, yeah. That's
And and the Zempos that don't work, same as Karaxas. When they don't work, it's like, oh, that was a desperate Karaxa. She wanted to grab you so much. That's why it was obvious, and
mm-hmm,
then it didn't work. And while Yang or Yun, both of them, has um, other options in point blank distance, which can deal a lot more damage. That's why we don't want to get hit by Yun or Yang. That's why we block. And that's when Zempo works, right?
that's when throwing Zempo works. Yeah.
Yep. That's an 8 frame, non-peckable, unblockable, right? So if you look at the specs of that move, man, it's broken.
It's messed up.
Man, it's broken. You get a knockdown after that, you get an Oki after that, and you have to worry about another Zempo? Shit. But we smell it. We smell it, right? When we dodge other people's Zempo, we smell it, right? We're
Yeah.
like, okay.
We
So
know when to guard jump. We know
when to
we
go
know when
back.
it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the part where people don't understand it. When we know that it's coming, we just say we know. But
Yeah.
for other people, it's
It's
like, how did you know,
instinctual.
right? How did you know?
It's instinctual at some point when you get to it when you get to that level. It's you again. It's instinctual. That's the best way that I can explain it.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Well, that's not logical because that's basically saying you're good.
well, in that
That's
set
basically saying, oh,
because remember you have so much we have so much experience in the game that it's you've seen the situation countless times. So at some point it comes down to like okay you've seen this type of style before, you've seen this type of situation before.
mm,
What's the most likely outcome,
mm,
to come of it? Is the opponent really going to be aware that you're going to guard jump every single
mm,
time? No, not
mm.
necessarily. It depends. So, but yeah, it really is one of those sixth sense kind of thing. But
Okay.
it's based on previous knowledge, obviously.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we can keep this going forever, but we're
we
not
could
gonna.
go forever, yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
So this is one of
Nice
those
little parry.
situations, yeah, that we were talking about where, if you're too slow on the punish, based on just the interaction, if you're too slow on it, it'll get parried.
Damn, I love the start button mash.
Everyone mashes start for some reason. I
Yeah,
don't know
everyone
why.
does. Everyone does. Even that other Ken player who's that not who's that that we saw a while ago. He mashed on start button as well.
And the funny thing is, I look at my replays and I only press the start button like once or twice. That's the funny thing.
But you do turn the sticks a lot.
Yeah, I think it's because I press everything else afterwards.
uh, okay.
I conserve.
Chun-Li is the best in air to air.
Yeah,
Nice cross up. Couldn't see it. Missed missed the car throw. Follow up with the low jab.
I
So
delayed
this
that.
is. Oh yeah, this is. What was that? What was that? That's like.
I have no idea what
Was
that
that
was.
scripted? Was that scripted? That neutral. Yeah, this.
That's a back fierce. Look at that.
I know. No. That's a down fierce.
No, well, I know that, but oh well, I think we didn't catch the actual input of it.
Input, right?
Yeah.
That's a down fierce. Nobody does that.
No,
After.
because what I was thinking is that maybe he thought he was still on the ground and he just jumped and then he just did
Okay. Okay.
yeah. But no,
But
I don't think he did that.
no, but you don't throw out a crouching fierce from Chun. It's not a bad move, but it's not a move that everyone uses.
Yeah.
Oh, well he did right now. So maybe it is. Maybe. Bam.
That's so
Slam
that's
dunk.
so
That was so
that's
weird.
funny.
That is funny. Did you tech? Did you quick sign after this? Because I wouldn't. I'd be shocked. I'd be like, what? After this.
How did this even happen? Look at how fast
I
he
don't
did it
know.
too.
I don't know.
Wow.
Man. I don't know. I don't know. What happened here? Jeez, he didn't even have down.
I didn't even see the up. Oh wait, but how did he?
Huh?
That's weird. You see that?
How is this even possible?
Because
It's
was
this
that a
wait, this
jump
is
back?
neutral jump. This is neutral jump into down fierce.
Because you see the up, he hold on a minute.
Oh, a minute.
Because we're looking at the same thing, right? I mean,
Right.
okay, he jumps here.
But that's a back jump.
Yeah, he back jumped.
Huh? How did he get a neutral
But
jump?
where and then where did was that a
Down fierce.
wall? Was it a wall jump?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's a jump back.
No, that's a joke back. But
And where's the down fierce?
oh wait. That's sorry. It could be if it's neutral jump, it's just fierce. It doesn't have to be down. Sorry.
If it's
So the
jump
thing.
back, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be down fierce.
It doesn't have to be down fierce, but the question is, he only inputted back jump, but he's getting neutral jump instead.
That is really interesting.
How do you even do that?
But oh wait, so
But that,
he can hold back and press fierce, and um he would get down fierce like that.
oh yeah, because this is neutral jump. Neutral jump fierce is this motion only, so he would get that regardless of
Oh
where he
right,
inputs his
yeah.
stick. But like I said, the question is, he's inputting back jump, but he's getting neutral jump instead. That's why.
That
That's
yeah
what I'm.
that so that's probably it's probably just an input that wasn't registered then. Wow,
I don't know how that works,
wow.
but
That's an interesting one. That confused me because I thought he back jumped. You see, because he did jump back and not
looked
neutral.
like a back jump to me as well.
Yeah, he
I've
must
got
have been so fast.
I've got bad news for you.
What was that?
I've got a meeting in 30 minutes.
Oh, we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's a sort of
So,
let me see.
so the thing is that I mentioned you decided to go fight fire with fire, right? And
Yeah.
that's why I think you lost the. Was it the third game that you lost?
The third game, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't. I'm guessing that you didn't really mind as much, is what I'm guessing, because it's like, okay, well, that's what happens if I fight Chun with fire, and
Mhm.
then if she answers back, that's what tends to happen. So
Yeah.
that's my guess, but was that what you were thinking as well?
Yeah, it's one of those things where the first game I tested everything out and I said, okay, he's not really punishing he's not really spacing out properly in terms of her normals because
Mm,
I'm more fearful of the chuns that are more defensive than the ones that are really aggressive like this
mm,
because
mm, mm,
I can look for openings. There are more openings here than there would be um, generically against players who are more defensive.
mm.
So that was just way too slow.
That's
Um,
simply because they press more buttons, you've got more chances of going in and punishing them. Is that correct?
yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
There's more openings.
So you're saying that you weren't as like uncomfortable compared to the last match against Neem.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just based on the style too. You know, I knew he was really aggressive, but what I was more worried about is how his aggressiveness would interact with mine
Mm-hmm.
in a long set like this. And I realized quickly on that okay, it actually meshes pretty well because I can take advantage of those little quirks, you know, like the
Mm,
EX slash twice and then down parry. Um, the little pressure situations that I get.
mm-hmm.
So I'm able to take advantage of those things. And Jesus Christ, everyone, that should start.
Yep. And then, Envy, if you're watching, notice he landed the Zempo at the to finish off the round, but that Zempo isn't as hard as compared to the other ones
Hmm.
because Chun would most likely down back because she doesn't want to get hit. So when you don't want to get hit, there comes the unblockable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, flip kick. Roundhouse, yes. Down parry, really? Or low forward?
No, that was low forward. Yeah.
I love low forward. Okay. You lost like half life in like 6 seconds.
I know.
Slap, slap for the anti-air. Jeez. I mean, he presses a lot of buttons, but he knows his moves, when to use
Exactly.
them.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what
I mean,
makes it a
like
little bit
nobody.
scary too. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, nobody uses down fierce except for me.
But now you
I
know
use
someone
down
else
fierce.
who does.
You do?
Yeah,
You
him.
don't know. Oh, okay, that's it. So this round is not looking good for you. Is your goal to like build the meter and not use as much to prepare for the next round, or what is it that you're looking for right now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. At this point, I'm just like, okay, well, shit.
Yeah,
You
whatever,
know.
right? That's why
Yeah.
you didn't burn an EX. So you can't stop Chun from getting 2 bars. Oop, there's that walk up.
When I saw this, I was like, okay, this is nice.
Okay, I might have a chance now, right?
Yeah. At this
So
point, that
here's when
changes
you would
everything.
really want to go for Zempo, but you didn't.
Yeah. Because
You were probably SBK, right?
not only that,
Because
but I was worried about other. Yeah, I was worried about spinning bird kick. I was worried about a whole bunch of him escaping, basically.
okay. Well that jump it was pretty careless. I like to say
Yeah,
because you didn't really have to do that. You could have played a little bit more slower.
and that's just the difference
Online and offline
in not
as well.
necessarily in my style too. Like you know me, I always like to go in and everything. So
Yep. I
uh,
mean, if you're using Yang, why not go in, right?
yeah, exactly.
And the reason why my Yang sucks is I go in too much and I die. I kill myself. That's why. I just love trying to go in, and the links and the strings are pretty awkward, so I get punished for that. I kill myself. Left or right? Down. You were dead twice, but luckily you got the knockdown. Man, this is a long way ahead, long road ahead. But you need 2 more hits. Would like to go for Zempo? You didn't really. Now you do. EX lashes for the stun and the knockdown. What are you gonna do? Leap attack at the short?
Oh,
Nope. You did do the standing fierce.
yeah.
Mistimed it.
Mhm.
So what's the best punish if you read the SBK? Do you just sit there?
Uh,
Or
you could the best punish would be the low whiffing the low forward,
mhm.
and because the if you're in her face, the entire spinning bird kick will whiff, so you'll
Mm.
catch her crouching when you do low
Oh, okay.
forward EX slash. Yeah.
I think the best. Maybe I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the best. Oh, you only press the start button once, and then
You only what?
yeah, you only press the start button once.
Oh yeah.
You don't mash on it. So I thought the best punish was a palm.
uh oh well yeah. You mean preemptively?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
that's
Preemptively, yeah. That's definitely the best.
okay. Got it.
But if she does it and you're looking to punish afterwards, then yeah.
Mm. Well, nothing happens after the palm when it gets blocked. Sweep, that is to punish this back fierce.
Hmm.
Pressing a lot of buttons. Okay. Preemptively trying to anti-air with that neutral jump roundhouse. And you get the cross up. Jeez. And you miss the link. Jeez.
Shit.
All right. She's at a bar. So normal Chun would throw after this. Go for the throw after this. Is she going to? No. More buttons. Okay.
Yeah, that's the pressure situation mixed with the timing,
Mm.
of walking up and then down pairing or in between the string.
So at this point, you're like, okay, probably this is gonna work out in your favor, right? You're thinking.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
pretty much not autopilot, but it's one of those things where okay, I know this matchup.
Mm.
I'm comfortable with my decisions. I just have to
Okay.
be extremely careful with giving him anything.
Mm. So the match that you've lost, it doesn't really like put you on tilt or anything, right?
No, not at all. Because it wasn't necessarily a match where it was like completely being outplayed kind of thing.
Mm. You just did what you did. You messed up the first
Just
round.
mistakes, yeah.
Yeah, kind of cost you. So it's like, yeah, okay, well that happens, right?
Yeah.
All right. So a very shit happens moment, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. Jab, jab, jab to hit confirm. Yeah, okay. I see. I see what you're looking for. That low sweep.
Yeah.
She's at a bar. Throw. Oh, okay. Buttons again. Okay. Ouchie. Dashing in. Jeez.
Yeah, he wanted to go in.
Was that a lightning legs or not? Because
I don't know why at that distance.
mm, doesn't look like he's looking for bar right now. But nice block. I didn't know which side that was. Oh, you spent your precious EX bar
Yeah.
and it got stuffed. Yeah, that's what you want to go for. Yeah, the low sweep.
And then he
Deep
did it
attack.
again.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
Yeah.
So the question is, would you have gotten hit by a low forward at that timing? Were
uh
you standing up, or did
well
you just
because I
react?
I buffered down and then I buffered forward.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you'll see it here. See?
Ah, I see.
Yeah, right here. So that was the whole idea with that part.
Okay. Nice that you get to showcase your various styles. You fight fire with fire. You play convincingly. You play very awkwardly throughout the whole tournament, depending
Yeah.
on who you play, and that's just a showcase of being able to adapt and
Hmm.
play in a like a multi style, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
And
and it's funny because it goes back to the whole sort of playing in tournament kind of thing where you have to sort of mold yourself into the best sort of combination that you can for whatever you're playing against. So it's kind of it can be funky at times.
yeah, so it gives you a couple of games to adapt
Hmm.
properly. And then, so what would have been? Let's say if you would have lost this game, if it was 2-2, and then would you have something different in your mind, or would you like kind of like opt to stick with your initial plan? Yeah, I'm gonna fight fire with fire.
So in situations like this where it would become 2-2, I tend to sort of focus on more specific situations. So in a situ- so one thing that I like to do is keep things in the back of my mind. So for
Mm,
example, in the first two games, one of the things that stuck out to me was the ground game. I knew that after the EX slashes, he wasn't really aware of what to punish with. So I was like, okay, I can probably take advantage of that. But then I noticed he wasn't falling for my palm setups too much.
mm,
So at that point, it leaves me a lot open. It leaves him a lot more open to more pressure,
mm,
So that way I can start doing walk up and then down parry and things like that. I would take advantage of things like that. I keep in the back of my mind in
mm.
case I really really need it in tournament. So um, little things like that, and then the Zempo setups too. Like I noticed that with the Zempo setup where I did jump in medium kick chain,
TC whiff into
T
Zempo
TC,
kind of thing.
and then but the second hit whiffs,
Yeah,
and
TC
then
whiff into Dawson. Yeah,
mhm.
Zempo.
Yeah, so something like that is something that I would use for sure in the final game.
Mm,
And then at that point, I think I would just focus on doing Zempo over and over, and
mm,
just to make sure that okay, he's afraid of my wake up pressure, and then
mm.
that opens up the palms at that point.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, so it's like those little things that I keep in the back of my mind. I put that forward into the final game and unleash it at that point, basically.
Mm. So, so this would be if you were if you were to play the final game 2-2, then that might be the right time to pull out some tricks from your bags, and then hey, can you deal with this? It's the first time I showed it to you, kind of thing, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. All
And
right.
it's like at that point in a tournament match, it's just so surprising that it's too late to try to do anything at that point. At least from the experience that I've had against players, I've always noticed that whenever I pull something out like that, it ends up being too late for them to adjust to it, and
Yeah.
it ends up working out in my favor at least. So
Okay. Just a tip for people that would eventually play first to one, that is Japan rules, is that like if you're like 1-1 final round, and then what you gotta do is you gotta make a guess that they will come up with something new, or they
yeah,
will start to use tricks, and then you gotta read that. So
that's
that's the
that's
fun
and
part.
that's the funny thing is that that's why I say that with Japan's format, it's like so much more like it's harder to do it against Japan format because you only have one game.
It is.
Whereas
It is.
so it's like, everything that I said, I would be much slower in Japan to try to do that because, it's only one game. So that's why I say that I'm really trying to push that whole one game format here because I think it'll really make a difference, but you know.
Yeah, that's why I say, or many others say, that the teams is the best format in Third Strike in Japan right now, because one game, one and done. I mean,
That's tough.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's tough, man. That's very unforgiving.
Yeah,
You
it is.
make you make one mistake, and then let's say second round your stick doesn't work because it's an arcade cap or something, and then you're done.
Yeah. Speaking of which, are you doing Evo Japan?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
No, right?
no,
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
because
I know that it's like coming up like in May or something like that. So I was curious.
it's so-called the Golden Week, and I was like, okay, so probably we won't have too much time to go through the whole oral match. So
Yeah,
let me
so
stop it here.
yeah, so
Let me
just so
just
you guys know, we were planning on doing the entire run, but rKf has to go.
in
Um,
15 minutes
yeah,
maximum,
so what we'll probably do is we'll probably end up covering some of the matches from the oral player just
or
so you can
sometime
see.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of those matches so that way we can actually go through it because it was an incredible run. He beat EXO, he beat Amir, he beat Neiman,
mm,
and I don't want to spoil it, but he put up a good fight against me. So yeah, I think it's something that we can definitely watch afterwards.
yeah.
We'll probably take
So
another stream to do that.
yeah. So speaking of Evo, so at this point in time, at this year, I should say, at this era in 2024, what is the point of doing a singles tournament, which is not first to one, but first to twos and threes in top eight or top six or whatever, right?
Hmm.
And then try to determine who's the real winner of uh, of the third strike, which is most likely going to be Chun or maybe Yun, right?
Yeah.
And what's the point of doing that? Where from what now used to say is that the whole best the best players, the Chun players, they've all retired. They're not playing right now.
Yeah.
And so what's the point of trying to have a winner
Mm.
at this time? But my thing, my sort of my opinion against that is that maybe the best of the best of the best has all retired, but the other players or the other characters, I should say, has leveled up to some extent, right? Because we don't have Daipon loops back in the days, because that changed the whole game plan of Yun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And double Fukiage wasn't a thing as much against like Chun, but now if people practice, I mean, you can look at these online warriors. I mean, the people I play, like there's this Taiwan guy. He
Hmm.
lands double Fukage even in the corner, and I die with one hit. I'm like, geez, what is this game, right?
Yeah.
So those were not invented back in the days. So maybe the best of the best is the best will still remain the best of the best, but the others, which has a chance of performing an upset against the best of the best with their tricks or with their unfamiliarity or something like that.
Hmm.
If it's a first to one, right?
Yeah.
But we're giving them first to twos,
That's
which the best of the best
almost
has
impossible.
time to adapt, right? Has time to adapt, yeah. Yeah. And then if it becomes first to three, and top six or top eight or whatever, then I mean, low tiers they're not gonna win.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's true.
and and so if I get to play Chun from first round to last, sure I'm entering.
Hmm.
But if I have to play Ibuki, if have to play Yun, Yang, Remy, I'm like, no way. I'm just gonna play Dudley, right? And if I have to play Chun, and if I get to choose Urian, I mean that's fine. That's great. But like I said, I don't have any passion to play against those Yun, not Yun, sorry. Yun is starting to feel fun right now. So
Oh, okay.
um, like Ibuki or like low tier like 12. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. I'm not here to play those characters, right?
Yeah.
So so Evo Japan, it cost me like I don't know, $40 or something to
Hmm.
just to enter, and I have not heard anyone like from Arlie that we're gonna be doing commentary or anything like that. So
Oh,
my
okay.
plan as of now is no, I'm not going.
Hmm.
And I heard that last year for Evo J, I heard that the stream was done not from onsite, but from like
Like
but
separately,
from
right?
US. Yeah, but from US. They
Mm.
watched the stream, and then I heard they did the commentary there.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm like, okay, well if that's the case, probably Arlie's coming.
Mm.
But if that's the case, I'm not gonna be sitting on the mic. So there's not much to do. I mean, what's it
Okay.
gonna be? Because it's gonna be tough for the commentators. Because if top six was like, let's say Chun 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 Yun, right? What do they have to talk about, right?
That's always the discouraging part for some people, but I think I think it's more exciting in Japan at least because you have a lot more variety, you know. Oh,
Yeah. So the first, second rounds, third round is gonna be fun
yeah.
because there's gonna be a lot of us specialists, so called, right? And they're gonna do their thing. They're gonna win to some extent, but if it's like a Chun versus the world kind of thing, you have to play Chun every single time, and then that's that would be more entertaining, I guess.
Yeah.
But if those low tier characters have to kill each other at the early in the tournament, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not rooting for those low tiers, but just by means of variety, probably
Hmm.
that would be a better way. And that's why I recommend the teams, as I said,
Yeah, for sure.
because yeah, there's a chance to shine for those low tier characters. They're gonna do their shit. They're gonna do the random flash kicks and whatnot, but to try to take out top tiers. And that's kind of like allowed or accepted in a team format, especially if it's like a 5-on-5 or 3-on-3.
Hmm.
But if it's a singles tournament, first to two, oh, I've got a game to spare. I'm just gonna do my shit and then just throw out random stuff. That is not a very pleasant sight to see.
Yeah.
Although this is just my personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we people that are a fan of like solid play, and then you know that's not what we're looking for, right? I think
Yeah.
I think that that's not the beauty of the game. The beauty of the game is that Chun low forward mix up low forward dead. I mean that is yes, that is third strike, yes. But like Yun avoiding every single move, build meter efficiently. The only time I touch you is when I turn green and engage, and I mean that's pretty beautiful, just from a spectator's point of view. If you're
Yeah,
playing against that Yun, it's frustrating as hell.
yeah,
But that's the game, and I find it more entertaining than um like parry, random parry into punish or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's consistency too.
It's consistency, yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like a fan of Yakun or what's that Nito kind of play,
Mm.
right? So
All right.
hope
So
to hope to see that kind of thing.
yeah. So yeah, we'll schedule another time to stream. We'll stream some of the matches from Boa, who's actually in the chat. Shout outs
Oh,
to
he
Boa.
is
Yeah, the banana tree Boa. That's him. Um,
banana tree bow.
so we'll probably pick up where
Oh,
we left off. With but kind of go through his tournament
oh,
path.
we're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's approved. So
Okay.
obviously we'll just look at the matches
Oh, he
and
is.
see exactly how the matchups normally look. But yeah, we'll talk about it the next time leading up to the grand finals, and then make it a two-parter. So,
Okay. And then we'll definitely talk about your super going under Oro's leap attack.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of ideas about that too. I've done it before, but there's a reason why I did it that way. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, I was looking at the footage. I thought you'd do that. You did it, and I was like, yes, but I saw Oro jumping. I'm like, no, maybe, and then
yeah.
just went through.
Yeah, yeah. So, we'll see how that looks on the with all the hitboxes and everything. But for everyone in the chat, we do appreciate you guys joining us throughout this entire thing. I know we kind of went through with through the Jazzy podcast too. Um, but I'll upload this to YouTube and you'll be able to see it there. You'll be able to leave a comment or have any questions if you have any on the channel. So. Say, as always, I do appreciate you coming on too and taking the
Thanks
time.
for having me. It
And
was great.
and yeah, and we'll let you guys know when we do the next one. And we'll catch you guys on the next stream. Have a good night, everybody.